A KSL Sports presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Sponsored by UCCU.
Welcome to Rice-Eccles Stadium, a beautiful day for high school football. It's the semifinals on the turf of Rice-Eccles Stadium, and we've got a great one for you this morning. As the Corner Canyon Chargers, the defending 6A state champs, will take on the Lehi Pioneers. Of course, Sly, this is a rematch from last year's state semifinals. Corner Canyon got the best of Lehi, but Lehi is going to be highly motivated today. Yeah.
Lehi, another year of experience with those guys that transitioned from that 5A state championship team. Jet New, Maze Madsen, Devon Eka. These guys are coming in today highly motivated, especially after the performance they put last year. This is Ed Larson's last year. There's a lot of narratives going in there for Lehi. So a lot of get back that they want to have this year. I'm very, very excited for this football game. All 6 games that we have today and tomorrow are going to be absolutely terrific.
And Corner Canyon, storyline for them this year, Sly, is injuries.
Oh.
Their top rusher.
Oh, I know about that.
Their top receiver, their quarterback, their best defensive player have all been out this season. Other guys have had to step up, and Corner Canyon has been the personification of next man up.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you get with a top-notch program. Both high school, college, pros, all the same. If you can increase your depth in order to handle and waver adversity, as Corner Canyon has, that's what they're built for. They got tons and tons of athletes on their 2 and 3 deep. They can make this happen. And then, of course, you have a really good head coach in Coach Kerr who can coach these guys, motivate these guys to come out and perform each and every week. This is going to be a top 10 matchup or top 2 matchup. These guys are both awesome with head coaches and personnel on both teams.
Here come the Corner Canyon Chargers as they take the field. The defending champs. And while they run out on the field, let's go down to the sideline, the north end zone to be specific, and bring in a third member of our broadcast crew. Fresh from San Diego, sunny San Diego, Mariluz Cook. Thanks for joining us, Mariluz.
Mariluz left her mic in San Diego.
Where in the world is her mic in San Diego? That's what I want to know. We'll work on that. We'll get Mariluz back in the show here. So we're excited to have Mariluz back. She spent this season as the post and sideline reporter for the San Diego Padres. So what an upgrade
season,
to go
right?
from slumming it with us to broadcasting Major League Baseball. Mariluz is the best, and we're excited to have her on board during the semifinals and the finals here at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Yeah, she definitely gave us the shoulder too. You know, the "don't touch me" shoulder. I'm a Padres as she was leaving. You know, so I felt that. But you know, she came back. So we can definitely appreciate her for that. But yeah, it had to be fun covering the Padres. All the excitement in MLB in California alone this year was awesome.
We'll take a quick break during the national anthem. We'll be right back with opening kickoff right here for the 6A state semifinals.
Feeling hurt? Uncomfortable standing, walking, or running? Salt Lake Running Company offers free custom shoe fittings. With an assortment of functional footwear and inserts, we've got solutions to help you have your best workout, work day, or work escape. For over 25 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped people find the perfect personalized fit that keeps them comfortably moving. Visit us at one of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com today.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home.
So you can finally finish your basement and raise the value of your home.
Or pay off your credit cards and get out of debt faster.
Nice. Or simply enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit ready for a rainy day.
To learn more, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Welcome back to Rice-Eccles Stadium. The fans showed up. Students from both schools are here. Why not? You're going to miss school, right? I'd be here too.
Any excuse. Any excuse I will take. I'm like, yeah, I got to go support our wrestling team, our football team, our tennis team. They're in state championships. Let us go. We're there. And so these guys can ring loud and proud, and I know the players appreciate it.
Let's go back down to Mary Lou's Cook in the north end zone. Mary Lou's.
Hey guys, appreciate the opportunity to be back with you guys for the tail end of the Game Night Live season. Had an opportunity to head over to both sidelines and chat with students in each student section. I tell you, Corner Canyon students were here at 8 a.m. They're ready to go. They want to see their team defend the state title this year. On Lehi's side, they are very nourished. They were telling me that they were here early. They were tailgating. They brought the griddles out. They had eggs, bacon, the whole shebang.
Whoa.
I was kind of jealous when they were telling me about it. But both student sections fired up, ready to go here today. I'll have to find an opportunity to get in each and one of those later in the broadcast.
Mary Lou's, you need to go get some bacon and eggs.
Yeah, very yummy. I was jealous.
Go hit the Blackstone there. I'm jealous too. Lehi did invite us.
8 a.m.
That's
These guys
early.
were out here at 8 a.m. That was before our TV crew was out there. Like, this is dedication here. This is awesome. But this is football atmosphere. You get an opportunity and a beautiful day like this, you take advantage of it, man. So awesome to know that these students are out here taking advantage of state championships by tailgating.
We are underway in the 6A state semifinals. Lehi receives the opening kick. It's into the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Pioneers will start at their own 20-yard line. Ed Larson, the head coach of Lehi, three-time state champ with the Pioneers. This is his last season. The Pioneers are determined to make sure this is not his last game. Jet New at quarterback, number 8 for Lehi. He's a 2-year starter. He was here last year against Corner Canyon. He wants revenge. Here's his chance. 1st and 10 from the 20. The man in motion, New's going to hand it off. Devon Eka, the back, still running. Devon Eka does not go down easy. After all that, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but a tremendous effort by Devon Eka to keep running.
Yeah, and he's just developed year to year. Eka's a tremendous talent at the running back position, extremely agile, hard to bring down because he always keeps his feet moving. So I'm very excited to see what he's going to be able to do here in this semifinal.
That Corner Canyon front is not big, but they're quick and they're nasty. They've done a great job all year defensively. Little shift for Lehi. Now they send another man in motion to the boundary. Up the middle, Eka again. Much better carry this time as far as yardage is concerned. He's out to the 25-yard line, just past the line. It'll be 3rd and about 4.
Great running. Straight downhill. Don't dance around. Go with the purpose. Pick up as many yards as you can. That was a good 4-yard pickup right there. Now making it third down and manageable. You can open the playbook. There's multiple things you could do. Sprint option. You could do all slants, all sit-down routes. You could do a lot of different things. Watch the back out of the backfield here on this third down.
New under pressure, rolling right. He's in trouble. He's going down. Corner Canyon gets home. Eli Painter with the sack.
Great job of keeping contained here. If you're the contained man, anybody that gets outside of you with the ball is your responsibility, and that's exactly what he did there. Jet New is an athletic quarterback, but a great job at keeping leverage right there, keeping your outside arm free, and making sure the quarterback didn't get away from you.
Painter is 6'1", 220-pound senior defensive end. Lehi has to punt. Low punt. Does take a pioneer roll all the way down inside the 35, down to the 31-yard line.
It's not a bad field position. Yes, it was low, but that roll at least rolled 20-something yards. So that was a nice roll because it actually allowed the coverage to get down there and cover it, even though it was a low kick.
So the Chargers' first drive will start at the 33. It's a run right up the middle for positive yards. In fact, he almost gets to the sticks. In fact, he did get to the sticks. It's a first down.
Great run right there by Briggs. It's not easy. The Corner Canyon offense makes things look easy. But they just got great play design, and they are well coached, so their execution is just top notch. Well, that was a great first down run here. Back-to-back first down runs here by Briggs.
The quarterback is Bronson Evans. He's done a terrific job filling in for the injured Helaman Kasuga. Kasuga's out. Jerome Miles out.
Brighton Brady
out. The Chargers have been ravaged by injuries. Nice play there. The TFL. Falpana Mama brings Briggs down, and Briggs has been fantastic filling in for Brighton Brady. Briggs has been a monster.
Great job of sealing the edge. You see how he gets his shoulder down, takes on that puller, keeps his outside arm free. That's exactly what you want to do. They're going to close down that side and try to kick you out with the puller. But if you can sit down in there, stay tight to that tackle, you'll make that play every time.
3rd and 6. Evans is going to pass. He's got a lot of time in the pocket. Finds an open man. It's caught. Into Lehi territory. Kai Meza with the catch.
Look at this comfortability. That's what you want as a quarterback, right? I get to go through. He went through his progressions 2 or 3 different times in all of that.
Briggs breaks a tackle, still breaks another tackle out to the 30, past the 30 to the 29. They'll officially mark him at the 30. If you're going to have that much time to pass, that's going to open up this run game with Briggs, and the Chargers are going to be tough to stop. That offensive line is terrific. We'll talk more about them throughout the broadcast. Evans going to hand it off.
Cooper. Great run.
They switch it up with King Cooper, the junior running back. 2 junior running backs here today that handle a bulk of the carries. They've done a terrific job filling in for Brighton Brady, who was the star last year that helped lead them to the state championship. He suffered a season-ending injury earlier this year. That will get the first down at the 25.
That's exactly what you want to do. It's quick and decisive, this play calling, right?
With your offensive lineman carrying Zion Finau, who has, I think, 12 touchdowns this year, if my stats are correct. Zion Finau, the offensive lineman, has made it to the end zone 12 times. Look for that in the red zone. Evans gives, and Briggs is up the middle for about 4 yards.
Guess you know who to give the ball to if you need that short yardage pickup.
The Bears had Refrigerator Perry. The Corner Canyon Chargers have Zion Finau.
23 carries this year, 12 touchdowns. 12 of those 23 carries are touchdowns for a grand total of 56 yards.
Considering most of those are 1-yard dives, I'm curious how he got to 56.
Yeah. I mean, his longest run
must have broke a big one.
It was 15 yards was his longest one.
There we go.
He must have had 1 or 2 of those.
That helps. We've got an injury timeout here. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back right after this on Game Night Live.
Moving mountains takes more than muscle. It takes commitment through the comfortable, the uncomfortable, the starts, the stops, the sunny days, the stormy days. Here at Salt Lake Running Company, rain or shine, we've got you. We are here to help you keep moving forward. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995, SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics. Visit us in store or online today at slrc.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck
UCCU will provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home.
So you can finally finish your basement and raise the value of your home.
Or pay off your credit cards and get out of debt faster.
Nice. Or simply enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit ready for a rainy day.
To learn more, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Welcome back. Good to see number 90 up and walking off the field. That's Isaac Sweat, the junior defensive tackle. Let's hope he can get back out there. Corner Canyon. Briggs on the carry. Lehi wraps him up. He doesn't get past the 20-yard line on 2nd and 7, so it'll be 3rd and about 5.
Again, 3rd down and manageable, right? And watch Lehi's 3rd down versus Corner Canyon's 3rd down here, and the play design that they'll have here. Here, they'll have Corner Canyon's going to start out and empty, right? I'm sure there's going to be a motion, a shift, something like that. But look to see if they can take advantage of a one-on-one matchup somewhere.
Evans in the pocket, batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Great job. Great job. Penetration and pressure affected the throw right there. But this is 2-down territory. I think Corner Canyon understood that, and here they go.
4th and 5 from the 20. Evans takes the snap. He will pass to the outside. Caught. Is he inbounds? Yes, he is. 1st down.
Great
right
job.
at the sticks. Terrific job. That's Kai Meza, number 16.
Yeah, he's one of their leading receivers this year. Got both feet down. Great job of focusing on the catch, and then as soon as he caught it, he focused on his feet getting inbounds. Great technique right there by Kai Meza.
1st and 10. Briggs up the middle, inside the 10. They'll mark him at the 7.
Almost want to feel like we should have like an accent when we say Briggs the way he runs, right? Almost like a lethal weapon.
Yes.
Briggs. Briggs.
I like that.
Tough run up the middle. He's had 4 of those tough runs right up the middle. He's so decisive, 1 foot in the ground and gets straight north and south. That's why he gets so many yards on a carry. That was 6 yards on 1st down, exactly what you want.
2nd down and 4. Trips to the right. Evans is going to hand it off to Briggs. Briggs fighting for yards, doesn't get much.
Great job. There was an initial hole there, but the penetration from the other side, and I think the snap is what messed up the timing on that for Briggs to not hit that hole exactly when he wanted to. But it slowed it down just enough, slowed down the operation just enough that Lehi was able to create penetration right there and cut off Briggs before he could reach the 1st down.
Now they're going jumbo here already.
Is this Finau time?
Look for Finau. No, they're going to pass. Evans to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Corner Canyon.
Number 97.
Xavier Schaefer. Xavier Schaefer, the senior defensive lineman, comes in, and he's got a touchdown catch in the state semifinals.
It's everybody's turn.
Hey, Coach Kerr's been doing this a long time, and it's fascinating, Sly, to see what he draws up and what he's able to do with the personnel that he has to work with.
What's crazy is everybody, including Lehi, was thinking what we were thinking.
Yep.
Finau. Nope. Play action. Great job right there. Great play design. Great play timing of when to call that. Great setup in the pocket by the quarterback. And great delivery to the senior who gets in the end zone. That is the exact execution you want. You want to be able to take advantage of your opponent's aggressiveness. When they think you're doing this, you do something else. Great job, Coach Kerr. As you said, he's been doing this a long time. He understands that better than anybody.
Sly, according to the stats I have, Schaefer does not have a catch this season.
Not at all.
And he has one tackle.
Hey.
And he just made a touchdown catch.
Stay locked
in the state semifinals.
Stay committed. You never know when your number's going to be called.
Is that? Congrats to that young man.
So look at that, right? Does Lehi game plan for Schaefer?
Of course they don't.
Can you?
They don't know who he is.
Exactly. So why would you think he would get the ball in that situation? Great job by Coach Kerr. Exactly. Great timing. He came wide open on the job. Great route by Schaefer. Delivered the football perfectly. Timing, that execution is just how they practice it.
So with that, the Corner Canyon Chargers take a 7-0 lead. Bronson Evans, the quarterback, did a great job. We mentioned the injuries. And, of course, Briggs taking over for Brighton Brady is the main ball carrier. He's played 8 games this season, Sly. And Briggs has 1,024 yards and 11 touchdowns in 8 games. So while they lose a star like Brighton Brady, they didn't lose the production, and that's a tribute to Briggs in this offense that he was able to step in, next man up, and get the job done.
This kind of sounds like the Niners, right? You just plug somebody in there and they're going to get it done. All right, like who's the running back that stepped in for McCaffrey that first game of the year? Was it Mason?
Yeah, Jordan Mason.
Yeah, and he was able to get all those yards, all those fantasy points. Then
they had another guy, his name escapes me right now, who stepped in for Mason when he got hurt. And he did really well. It starts with a G. I'm forgetting.
So is it the system? Well, here's the thing. Here's one thing everybody needs to realize. Every team has athletes.
Yes.
Right? And so that's where football comes in and starts the strategy, the technique. That's how you have leverage over your opponent. And Coach Kerr and Coach Larson are two of the best at creating opportunities.
New will pass.
Nice.
Wide open. Catch is made in the flat.
Mays Madsen.
Past the 40. Mays Madsen has jets. Couldn't turn him on quite, but he's all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Oh, my gosh. He is electric. We covered them early this season. This guy was all over the place. Multiple touchdowns in that game. Mays Madsen here. Look at him. Oh, gosh. That is so shifty. He's a very if he hasn't gotten a scholarship already, I think he definitely should. He's one of those guys that's been consistent over the years.
He's also a terrific baseball player.
Right. He's got a baseball name.
Yep. Snap. Handoff to Devon Eka. He's going to move the chains all the way to the 45-yard line. The Pioneers are in Charger territory.
2 plays. Again, stick your foot in the ground, get north and south. Great decisive run right there by Devon Eka. You see, they got trips to the top of your screen here.
First down and 10 from the Corner Canyon 45. Jetnew takes the snap. Empty backfield. He's going to throw. It is caught at the 41-yard line. Great defense, though. He didn't get any further than that. Catch was made by number 85. That's Carter Cutler. Important here, Sly, for Lehi to respond. Just for the mental aspect, they got blown out here by Corner Canyon last year. Same groups, a lot of these same players, and this would be huge for their confidence.
And this is the thing, of course, this is played at a different time that they've played a game all year, right? So there's a little adjustment there, but this is the type of game where you cannot start off slow. You have to start off fast, and this is how you do it. This is a great response, as you said, to Corner Canyon's last touchdown.
Devon Eka with a nice run up to the 30-yard line. The Pioneers have got a drive going here.
And that's what Lehi should pay attention to. What type of plays are working? That was a great play design right there. That was almost what do we call it? A toss where he went straight downhill as soon as he caught the toss. I'm sorry, the name is eluding me. It's one of my favorite plays. Instead of keep going wide, he goes straight downhill, cuts right inside of his pullers. Makes a great pickup.
Bubble screen.
Penalty on the play.
That was Legend Glasker with the catch. We'll see what the call is.
Legend.
That's a pretty bold thing to name your child. I like it.
Is that a relation to Isaiah Glasker from BYU?
I think it might be.
Legend Glasker. I like that. That's all in the KSL All Names team. Let's see. They're definitely talking about this. Only when they threw the flag, it seemed like it'd be either offsides in the neutral zone or a legal formation, a legal shift. Yeah, multiple guys in motion on that. That was great play design, but they got to make sure everybody is set by the time you hike the ball.
A little too high. Incomplete.
You know, those plays, Lehi was going, they had a lot of momentum. They were getting positive yards darn near every play that they had there. And then they get a penalty, and it kind of took the juice out, especially how long it took the referees to call the legal shift there. It kind of took their momentum and their energy out of that for that first play right there. Let's see how they come back here on second down.
2nd and 15. Penalties are always a killer.
Yeah.
Their momentum has come to a halt. See if New can get it back going again.
Oh.
He's going to pass, takes a shot to the outside. Again, a little too high. Incomplete.
Ooh, he had the seam route. I know his tight end was like, oh, I was there. The seam route on the right side was open, would have been a great pickup. It would have been short of the first down, but how big the tight end is, he probably could have carried a couple defenders a few more yards to pick it up. But now you got 3rd down and 15. What concept are you going to create here to take advantage of that? If you're a defense, you have to understand where is Mays Madsen lined up.
3rd and 15. New blitz comes. He avoids it. Ball's loose on the turf. It's picked up by Eka. He's just going to get out of bounds. And we'll see what they do here. They're kind of in no man's land. I guess they could punt. Tough end of this drive by Lehi. They were moving the ball so well, and it ends with that.
Great job at stripping the ball here, coming across the side. And as you're coming, the linebacker blitzed through the middle. But as the quarterback stepped up, you swipe at the ball. That's a strip sack.
Cole Bonham, the linebacker,
great
number 52,
job.
With a great play.
Well, here we go. This is a 54-yard
When you got a great kicker, you give it a shot. Here we go. They're going to try to get points here. From 54 yards.
Short.
It's short. No good. Nice effort. But it's no good.
It looked good. It looked like it was on target there. Just a little short. It's a great attempt. You know, that's...
Gavin Fenn's one of the best kickers in the state, but...
Yeah.
54, just a little too much.
And that's a lot for a lot of people. You know, But that was a good attempt, essentially. That's just like a punt for them.
Yeah. So in high school football, a missed field goal, they bring it out to the 20.
I did not know that.
How about that?
Well, because most of the time high schools, they don't even try the field goal. So
right.
it's not really an opportunity.
You don't see it often, do you?
But it's essentially a touchback. So that's the same as they punted. So that was actually a really good attempt.
Smart coach that understands the rules.
Right.
Why not?
Briggs.
Weston Briggs. Now you got me doing it. Up to the 24-yard line. You're starting to see the Corner Canyon game plan. They're going to run the ball and pick their spots in the pass game. You got a 1,000-yard back. They're going to ride him. Evans is going to pass. Takes a deep shot. Can't get to it. Incomplete. No flags.
Nice. That's
it was Ozzie Williams in coverage.
That's good defense right there. Double move right there. Look at those hips, that hip turn. There was some contact there.
They let it go.
Contact, while the ball was in the air. Sometimes it's hard to judge as far as simultaneous contact as when the ball gets there.
Over the middle, catch is made, first down. That'll move the chains. Krishawn Lee. He's had a huge season.
Yeah, Krishawn Lee over 1,000 yards receiving this year in the absence of Jerome Miles.
13 touchdowns. He's been their go-to receiver along with Kai Meza. So Lee gets the first down. They're out to the 45-yard line. They go back to the run. It was Cooper that time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Corner Canyon's going to do the short, run. And then all of a sudden, when you're not expecting it, they're going to go deep to either Kai Meza or Krishawn Lee. And you're not even going to realize it. Deep post or just a deep fade route, one of the two. When you're not expecting, they're just going to hit you. And that's going to be the craziest thing. But they're right here at midfield, here at the end of the first quarter. 7-0.
That's a wrap for the first quarter. The Corner Canyon Chargers lead the Lehi Pioneers in the 6A state semifinals. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Feeling hurt? Uncomfortable standing, walking, or running? Salt Lake Running Company offers free custom shoe fittings. With an assortment of functional footwear and inserts, we've got solutions to help you have your best workout, work day, or work escape. For over 25 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped people find the perfect personalized fit that keeps them comfortably moving. Visit us at one of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com today.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home.
So you can finally finish your basement and raise the value of your home.
Or pay off your credit cards and get out of debt faster.
Nice. Or simply enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit ready for a rainy day.
To learn more, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back to Rice-Eccles Stadium.
So we get ready to begin the second quarter. The band's here. Always excited to have the band students here. We got the cheer teams. We got the drill teams. We got everybody here. Everybody getting to soak in the experience of high school football in Rice-Eccles Stadium. The Corner Canyon Chargers have a 7-0 lead. And now they are at midfield, trying to put another one on the board. Lehi trying to hold strong.
Yeah, Corner Canyon, you know, after the region shifts last year, now in what, Region 2?
Correct.
Region 2, you know, they've benefited from the move, I think, you know, because this Region 3 is tough. Lehi, Sky Ridge, American Fork, Lone Peak, Pleasant Grove. It's a tough, tough division, and with all the injuries to Corner Canyon here, I think they benefit from that.
Lehi bringing pressure. Evans is going to keep, and he's going to get the first down to the 45-yard line. Give Evans credit. You know, there was a lot of hype about Helaman Kasuga at Corner Canyon High School, and for good reason, but went down with an injury, and in steps Evans as a junior, and he's been terrific. In 9 games, he's got 1,585 yards passing, 16 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions, and he's also been a threat on the ground as well with 138 yards rushing. So he's done a terrific job at that quarterback position.
Yeah.
Evans going to pass, got time over the middle, deep shot, open, caught, touchdown, Corner Canyon. Kai Meza.
When you're not expecting it, they'll hit you over the top.
His 11th touchdown catch of the season.
Deep post route by Kai Mesa. Came wide open. Got Lehi in a man coverage, aggressive across the board with no post safety, just man coverage. Kai Mesa one-on-one is going to win that, I would say, 90% of the time. Elite speed, great hands.
Davis Nelson with the extra point. It is good. The Corner Canyon Chargers have a 14-0 lead over Lehi here early in the second quarter.
Great play design. Yeah, I think it's just all the years we've watched Corner Canyon, you know that's coming. They do such a great job. Look at this, fake the play, action fake. And then they got Kai Mesa coming wide open right there. They did a great job of taking the post safety out of the midfield. It's called double post. So the post safety has to choose which one he wants to go to. Most likely it's going to be the innermost one, which means the outside route will come open. And that's Kai Mesa right there on that deep post route. Fit in perfectly, delivered the ball right on time. Touchdown, 14-0 Corner Canyon.
We have a return. The window closed up quickly, gets out to about the 22-yard line. It was Mays Madsen on the return. Deadly special teams player. Has a number of punt and kickoff returns during his high school career.
Yes.
We've been witness to some of them.
He's all around great.
Lehi had plenty of yards on the last drive, but it stalled.
That penalty
put them
right?
behind the sticks, and the field goal attempt was no good. They need points here. New takes the snap.
Nice.
Catch is made. He's got room to run. Out to the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks. Legend Glasker with the catch.
Legend. We got 2 kids, and one's the myth and one's the legend.
Does he have a brother named Myth? That'd be good.
What was there a Indiana Jones movie called Legend? It's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. I don't know where I'm getting Legends from.
The Last Crusade, I don't know.
Yeah.
They've even made some more recently that I didn't pay any attention to, sorry. My knowledge of Indiana Jones stops at the Last Crusade.
I mean, some would say there shouldn't have been another one.
Some don't even know that there is another one.
Right.
2nd and 6 for Lehi. News plenty of time. Outside,
nice.
caught, room to run, cuts it up. Trying to get back to the middle. Nearly to midfield out to the 48. Devon Eka getting involved in the pass game.
You have to appreciate this throw. This throw was absolutely awesome, right? Watch how he leads the receiver. This is a very deep route. I know it's to the sideline. You can't see it. But you got to remember, the sideline is what, 50 yards sideline to sideline, 53 yards sideline to sideline. So that's a 30-yard dart. He's able to lead the receiver into his run right there. And Devon Eka, with his elusivity, makes the first down.
Blitz comes. New gets rid of it over the middle. One-on-one coverage, almost intercepted.
I like that.
Seth Carlson got his hands on it.
Good position by Carlson right there. When the ball's in the air, it's anybody's ball. If you're going for the ball just like the other receiver, incidental contact happens all the time. Carlson does a great job. He stays on top of the receiver right there. He's actually able to cut him off a little bit to make the receiver slow down and make him the only person who could get that ball. Great technique by Carlson.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 48. Tighter formation here, New. Jet sweep. Bouncing off defender, still going. Takes the lick and it keeps on ticking.
That's
all that for about 4 yards, but that was fun to watch. And that's Mays Madsen, and he's hurt.
That's a tough run right there. He'll get up.
Madsen shaken up. Holding his back. Hopefully he's back in there.
Yeah,
we all want to see him finish this game. Terrific
for sure.
Player.
Yeah, that was a tough run right there. Bouncing off of guys. I honestly thought he was going to break out there and hit that corner. But great tackling by Corner Canyon and running to the football and knocking it out right where they could. Now it's 3rd down and 6.
New pressure comes. Gets rid of it. Eka catches it. He's at the sticks. Fighting for the first down is Devon Eka. Terrific effort by the junior running back.
You got to get the ball to your guys in space. Look at that. It was great coverage by Corner Canyon, but Devon Eka is playing tough. He has a great mindset right now. As soon as I get the ball, I am not going out of bounds. I am getting that extra yards. I know exactly what I got to do. The defender was right on top of him. As soon as he caught it, there was contact, but he made the defender miss and picked up that first down. Lehi needs to look at their tight end. Their tight end is open on a majority of the plays. If they can hit that tight end in one of those seam routes, one of those sit-down routes over the middle, they'll find some success. Corner Canyon's kind of letting their tight end go.
Carter Cutler with the catch, gain of about 4. Lehi's inside the 40, now to the 39-yard line of Corner Canyon. Clock runs coming up on 8 minutes left in the half.
Yep.
Catch is made over the middle. Somebody hurt you in the box, Sly. All the way to the 30. Offensive coordinator Stevenson Sylvester does it again.
Oh, gosh. I said...
Brighton New with the catch.
Yeah, somebody must be listening because that's exactly what they went to. he's been open a lot of plays, and they've kind of missed that right there. But he's a big body, so even once he catches it, he's going to be able to drag a couple defenders for a couple extra yards. You need those tough yards. Right? There's a lot of different things you can do with the tight end. It's actually the position I played in high school. So, what we were able to do is kind of arc those linebackers, stay in there. They're sitting at 4.5, 5 yards. You can arc the tight end into the slot a little bit, have him gain a little ground away from the linebackers on a nice little hot route right there. You can get 10 yards off of that easy if they do that right. And I think that New is the type of receiver to make that great. So I think he's going to play a big role in this game if they can deliver the football to him a few different times. And that's going to create advantages for Mays Madsen and other guys to come open. Got a timeout here. Maybe Corner Canyon's listening as well. They're trying to make an adjustment. Watch the tight end. But it's a tight end here. Both of these teams are well coached, and so I think every play matters. Every blade of grass. You want to take a timeout here to make sure that everybody's on the same page. That's Lehi. Yeah, they understand that. Look, we're back here in the red zone. Let's not miss this opportunity. No penalties here. Play smart. Take advantage of opportunity.
Back to the action, 7-11 left to go in the first half. 1st and 10 for Lehi from the Corner Canyon 30. A man in motion.
Oh, yeah.
New, empty backfield. Over the top, wide open, caught, touchdown Lehi. Carter Cutler, 30 yards. And the Pioneers are on the board.
Oh, you gotta love that play design. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not talking it, but before the play, I'm like, what should I do here? What would I do here? They got 2 high safeties. I should split the safeties down the middle, make the safety choose. If the safety chooses the middle, go outside. They did a terrific job. They motioned to empty. The safety shifted over. The quarterback knew when they shifted over, I got one-on-one on the backside on the corner out. Oh, play design was beautiful. I love that. Love that. Great job by Lehi. They're on the board.
The Pioneers had to have that. They get the points. The extra point is no good. That hurts, but Lehi will take the touchdown, cutting that Corner Canyon lead to 8. Here's another look at the touchdown.
Great job. They got the matchup they wanted with the empty shift. I was thinking that they should have just ran a route to do that, but they got what they wanted, got what the quarterback was supposed to look at. Pre-snap reads, we talk about it all the time. If you're a good quarterback, you understand pre-snap reads and what you're supposed to be looking at. That's a well-coached play right there. Great route run, great execution by Lehi. I love a good play design, right? I'm a defensive guy, but if you can...
Nobody at the high school level does it better than Ed Larson.
Right. When
you've got 2 masters here.
Yes.
You got 2 masters on each sideline here. Offensive geniuses. Ed Larson, Eric Kerr for Corner Canyon. It doesn't get any better than this at the high school level. And in my opinion, they both should be doing it at the college level. And of course, Ed Larson has done it at the college level for many years, and Eric Kerr certainly could if he wanted to.
You know what?
He'd be a very, very hot commodity as a quarterback coach.
What?
At the college level.
Quarterback coach, offensive coordinator. Yep. Oh, he would be terrific at the next level. But I've always wondered. My coach in high school, they actually helped me get my scholarship here to Utah. I always thought that he should be at the next level, but he doesn't. He's like, I love this high school. Yeah. I love to develop these guys at this point in their lives.
You don't have to travel around the country recruiting away from your family.
No. This is,
You don't have to deal with NIL.
I don't know. Some high schools are getting into it
You
now.
don't have to deal with the transfer portal. You're right. It's coming. I shouldn't say that. Maybe there is some NIL going on there we don't know about. No return there, so Corner Canyon will start at their own 20-yard line. Huge opportunity here for the Lehi defense to get their offense the ball back before the end of the half and to get a stop, because Corner Canyon will get the second half kickoff. Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half are always crucial to the outcome of a game. We're not there yet. Lehi has yet to get a stop. Corner Canyon has scored on both offensive possessions. Evans going to hand it off. Briggs, it's got a lane. Finally a tackle made, but he's got a gain of 11. That almost went for more.
That's Caden Cooper on that.
That was Cooper.
That was Cooper on
They
that
switched
run.
in Cooper there. King Cooper with the carry.
King.
(24 and 25). They're one number away. Gonna have me going all day. Back to Cooper. Another great run by King Cooper. He's almost to the sticks. A gain of 8. He's out to the 40.
Great job. They've been running the ball extremely effectively in this game, so they're just going to keep going until they can go up-tempo and continue to run, play action, fullback trap right there to Briggs.
They're going to give it to him, or is it short?
Yeah, they picked that up. That looked like that was first down. Yep, they're going to move the sticks.
Yep, got to the 42, so it'll be 1st and 10, Corner Canyon at their own 42-yard line. This Lehi defense has got to find a way to get a stop.
They really do. They really do here. Because if Corner Canyon's just easily moving up and down the field, they would essentially only need 1 or 2 more defensive stops, and they'll be in solid control because you can't stop them on offense. So Paul Latu holding down this Lehi defense. If he can help this defense get a stop here, create a turnover, create some pressure on Evans, and get the ball back to their offense. Their offense, which looked like they're moving. They moved on the one possession, had the penalty, took the field goal. But this last time they were able to get all the way to the end zone. So their offense looks like they're gaining momentum. But this Lehi defense needs to get the offense the ball back to make this more of a game. I think that's what Coach Larson's going to tell his team here.
Yep, we got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:42 left to play here in this first half. Corner Canyon leads Lehi 14-6 in the 6A state semifinals.
Life is hard. Exercise is medicine. The more you move, the more you smile. At Salt Lake Running Company, we know you've got this. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995, SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics. Visit us in store or online at slrc.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
King Cooper with another run for Corner Canyon, and the Chargers are in Lehi territory once again. Offensively, Sly, Corner Canyon just doing whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, right up the middle too, right? Like we've seen Briggs, now Cooper, and Cooper again here on the run.
They wrap him up this time. He still gets a couple out to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, King Cooper, Briggs, they are going right up the middle on this defense, which is not what you want. You don't want your vulnerability to be in the middle of your team here. Oh, there's an injury on this play. Yeah, if Lehi can get them to this injury's not bad. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him.
We've seen a couple guys we've seen 3 Lehi players nicked up in this game. He's right up, so we will still stick right here. That's a good sign.
Jogging off, yeah.
He should be fine. Let's hope that young man gets back into the game. Both teams taking advantage of the injury to
huddle up,
catch a breather. .5:01 left to play in the half. I've already said it, but I feel like I need to say it again. Lehi's got to get a stop here. They can't let Corner Canyon score another touchdown.
No,
you're not going to be able to play catch up all day against this offense.
No, they need to do it. If they can do it, and here you can do it at any point. They could drive a couple more plays, and if you could get a strip, fumble, a quick 3 and out. If they can do a 3 and out here, they're out of field goal range. That'll be great and very, very helpful for them. But yes, as you said, they need to get a stop. This is an important part of this football game. You are down 8 points right now, heading into halftime. Corner Canyon gets the ball in to start the third quarter. A stop here would be crucial to the outcome of this football game.
Clock runs, here we go. Bronson Evans over the middle.
Interception.
Threw it short. Picked off, they got the stop they needed. The Pioneers with the interception. Ozzie Williams. He's been terrific today. Had a pass breakup earlier, and now he's got a pick. Evans just let that float on him. Williams comes down with it, and the Pioneers will take over at their own 13-yard line.
This is hard, too. They're looking back into the sun right there. But, yeah, as you said, trying to deliver the ball down the field to Jackson. Hung the ball up there just a little too long. But, again, there was pressure. There was pressure on Evans, and he didn't feel comfortable in delivering the football. Made it happen.
Corner Canyon is not letting anything outside. Short run, a gain of about 2 up to the 15-yard line. Devon Eckes ran really well, and it's still struggling to get yards because they're just doing such a great job in contain.
Yeah, well, they're so fast, and as you say, you're the contain guy. Anybody gets outside of you is your responsibility. If you can pull the runner up before they get outside, make them go inside of you, you're doing your job, and that's exactly what these DNs for Corner Canyon are doing.
2nd and 9. New.
Oh,
catch is made.
Pass.
Tough catch.
Great throw.
First down.
He saw that window, and even having
Griffin Masili.
The confidence to throw that. Look at, there's 3 defenders in there. That's a very tight window. Look at his rushes. Decisive.
Look, we'll
make that happen. Oh.
Jet New's the next level quarterback. He's committed to Oklahoma State.
Oh,
he's an experienced quarterback.
That was an amazing throw right there. I love that.
That moves the chains. They're out to the 25, and they got a little bit breathing room now. New hands it off. Again, they're really keying on Eka in this game. They're not going to let Eka beat them.
Well, I mean, Eka even getting back to the line of scrimmage, I think, is a good sign. Is the penetration. They're able to get to him 3-4 yards deep in the backfield, but Eka's athleticism allows him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great offensive line. You see right there, number 72. That's Rock Olson, committed to Utah State. That name sounds familiar. The son of Hans Olsen, played at BYU, played in the NFL.
I think I know that guy.
Tommy Rock Olson, 6'7", 310. How can a human at that age be that big? I have no idea. Nice pass and catch out to the 34-yard line, 1 yard short of the marker.
Look at this.
Legend Glasker again.
That is a great throw. Great throw. Back to Rock Olson. There's the positive to being that big this early, right? You can focus on You don't have to focus on gaining weight later. You can focus now on, okay, I need to trim up. I need to get stronger. I need to be more athletic. I can focus on those things instead of focusing on the size. The size is there. Now I focus more on the technique and the confidence building.
Eka up the middle. He's got the first down.
Great job.
Great drive here by Lehi. We're coming up on 2 minutes to play. 2:07 left.
They're going to have to take a shot here, though. They're going to get one-on-one. You know, in this versatile defense, they run a 3-4, a high 3-4, a 3-3 type of system. So they always have their 5 DBs on here, aggressive safeties, but you are going to get one-on-one. They got some really athletic guys on there, but you're going to have to take a shot here in the next few plays.
1st and 10 for Lehi. New. Ooh, what a catch.
Way to pull that in. Is that Mays Madsen again?
Mays Madsen's back on the field, and he just made a tremendous catch. The unfortunate thing for Lehi is the clock is running.
Is that one-handed?
Down to 124, but that was an outstanding catch.
Yeah, it was. It was way outside of his body there.
Bubble screen. Gets out of bounds. They'll stop the clock with 1:14 left.
He jumped. They didn't give him his stretch. He stretched all the way out there, and they didn't give him the stretch there. But anyways, great pickup. He's able to stop the clock. Oh, that last minute bled. It was last time I looked.
They lost a lot of time there.
Oh man.
Great catch, but it cost them probably 25 seconds.
Oh man, yeah. But they're back on it right now. Did a great job of getting out of bounds. Now they'll go execute here.
$1:14 left in the half, 3rd and 3, and we got a timeout. Lehi calls a timeout. Ed Larson's going to take a moment. Lehi does have a tremendous kicker in Gavin Fenn, who's kicked here on this turf before.
A little windy, not terrible.
The field goal is certainly an attainable goal here, but they'd love to get at least 6, and they probably hope to get 8 here.
Yeah,
if Lehi was able to get to the locker room in a tie ball game, that would be huge.
That would be huge.
They've got a chance here.
Yeah.
They've given themselves a chance. They finally got the defensive stop they needed. Let's see what they can do with this final 1:14. That Corner Canyon defense has not given up much, especially downfield, with the exception of the Lehi touchdown pass. I don't think they've allowed a play over 10 yards. They've really limited explosive plays in this game so far. Lehi's going to need another one here if they're going to score a touchdown. So here we go, back to the action. Tight formation for the Pioneers. Corner Canyon showing blitz, trying to get on the outside, and they just get out of bounds. They get close to the marker. I don't think they got there, though.
Yeah,
they're going to come up short. So now they're looking at 4th down.
Yeah, honestly, you got to have. Oh, now do you want to waste that last time out? Coach Kerr might want to waste some time. No, because it's 4th down. So if they get the ball back, they'll have it.
Clock is stopped with 1:09 left. 4th down and 2.
Let's see what they do here. I would have 2 plays drawn up. I'd have a QB draw right here. I'd motion everybody out to end the QB draw, pick up the 1st down, and do a Hail Mary on the very next play.
New is going to pass. Takes a shot. Caught. He's got it.
Get everybody to the line. You got to go.
Across midfield, they're going to give him the 48-yard line, but the clock is going to run. It stops temporarily while they move the chains. Now it's rolling again.
Oh, great operation here. Everybody's getting set pretty quickly.
They're in lockstep. Under a minute to play in the half.
Got to go.
1st and 10 from the 48. New. Screen pass. Not much there. He's wrapped up. They're going to have to use a timeout.
See, a screen is that was a great play call. Got a lot of attention. Go to the right side of the football field. But when you're worried about the clock and you only have 1 timeout that you want to save potentially for your kicker, doing a screen pass is not what you want to do. That's why I would have had an all verticals play called, a double corners, something to the effect after we picked up the first down, we're going to go straight to this. But yeah, running a screen pass, if it would have worked, it would have worked. Like, I can't say it didn't, but that's a very risky play call in this situation because, yes, you catch it. It's only going to catch it for short, but if they tackle you, you'll have to waste the timeout. Let's see here, 42 seconds left on the clock. As we said, Corner Canyon comes out with the ball in the second half. It's always important, but here, this is the area where you take a shot, right? You can essentially, I could take the next 3 downs to take a shot deep, but they got all their people deep. Tight end.
Over the middle, he's wide open. It's caught. He's inside the 30.
Get on the ball. Got to get on the ball.
They got to hurry. Down to 35 seconds. Down to the 29-yard line.
See, the clock will stop temporarily to set the change. Got to go, and now you're going to clock it.
They are in position.
I don't clock it. I throw it to the guy on the outside. He's wide open.
He's wide open. Nobody's out there, but they can't go yet until the ball's on the field. Now Corner Canyon's in coverage. New's going to he's going to clock it with 25 seconds left. Now they got some options, Sly. Now at the 29-yard line.
Calling a penalty here, saying that they weren't set in a legal formation or something like that. See, that's a call. Like, they're spiking the ball.
Right.
I don't think anybody was moving. Like, can't call a legal formation on that. Okay, he picked it up. All right, thank you. Okay, here. They've been playing with 2 deep safeties a lot here. So I love the formation here, 2x2. You're dropping into a Tampa here. You got a middle third defender there. Tight end will come open again if they want.
New escapes the pocket. Throws, catch is made, gets out of, no, he's short. It's not out of bounds.
But they picked up the first down.
They've got to hurry and clock it again. They do move the chains. So they'll get a new set of downs, but he's got to clock it. And he does. But it's down to 12 seconds.
Throwing another flag. Are they calling offsides or are they calling illegal formation? This receiver's got to understand, like, just get lined up. Everybody can be on the line of scrimmage. That's it. We don't even need people in the backfield.
Yep. Well, it cost them 5. It's not a big deal, but
that could be.
They get one shot at the end zone here, and then they have to kick a field goal. So
you're right. I don't think that was a big deal with the 5 yards.
You got a shot at the end zone here, or you're going to kick for 3. What are they going to do? What are they doing now?
They shouldn't need to, right?
What's going on?
Well, they thought the clock would continue going once they set the ball, but once you called the penalty, the clock should have stopped. In college, that'd be a 10-second runoff.
Right, that's what I was just about to say. We saw that in the BYU-Utah game.
Right.
And the down doesn't really matter.
I don't think they have a 10-second runoff in high school. It shouldn't anyway. Got to reset the clock. There are a couple seconds that ran off there.
They do. They get 12 seconds. And now he's going to clock it. Now it's down to 10. A little bit of confusion there. Ultimately, they're going to get one shot at the end zone and kick, unless they want to. They're going to regroup here on the sideline quickly. Ball will be at the 24-yard line.
what do you do? What do you do? Well, Corner Canyon's definitely going to be in zone here. And yeah, watch this tight end.
New takes a shot over the top. Catch is made out of bounds. They're going to get another shot if they want it. What a catch.
I'm telling you, watch the tight end here. I would not do a running play.
Griffin fought on Nasili.
Great catch. Body control was absolutely epic right here. Being able to turn around in the air, made an outstanding grab right there. I would not do a running play right here. I would do a play action and watch number 84. Look out for number 84.
5 seconds left. New takes a snap, throws over the top. Caught, touchdown! Lehi scores! Legend Glasker. What a drive by the Pioneers with no time left on the clock. There is a flag down.
It seemed like it was late, though.
Seemed like that was after the play. I think it's a touchdown. It's going to stand. And I don't even know if that's going to affect the extra point attempt. They have Fenn out there to attempt a kick. He'd obviously be tempted to go for 2. Let's see what the call is before we move forward. What a drive by Lehi. Slide. That's exactly what they needed. We talked about it. Last 4 minutes of the half. You got to come up with something, and they get the interception.
Potential tie here.
And sets up the touchdown.
Depending on the penalty, they'll do half the distance on 2-point.
It's a personal foul on Corner Canyon. Okay. They're still going to kick it. They're going to kick.
All right. You got Mays Madsen as your holder, so always got to be aware for that. He is a baseball player. He can throw the ball extremely fast and elusive. If there was a fake or anything, he would be a guy.
False start on Lehi.
That's frustrating because Corner Canyon's like, we're going to make sure you're not going for 2 right here, so we're not rushing. No, everybody was standing on Corner Canyon. Absolutely no reason for you to false start there, unless he was on the snapper messing with the ball.
Could have been what that was. It's a longer kick. It's a 25-yard extra point attempt for Gavin Fenn. The hole is down. The kick is blocked. Well, Corner Canyon will take a 2-point lead into the locker room at halftime. Another look at the touchdown.
Great catch. Legend making a legendary catch right there. Great setup with the route running right there. Came inside, stemmed inside. The defender didn't move. Moved outside on a nice little basketball-type pivot to open up to the quarterback and make that happen. Great job here by Lehi at getting away with some points. You wanted to make sure that that you got some points and momentum, get some confidence heading in to halftime. You got something that you can talk to your team about, something you can motivate them about. Absolutely awesome. Lehi's drive on that. They've been moving, but great penetration right there. Great tackle made by Jagger, the senior, making that happen.
All right. At the half, 14-12, Corner Canyon leads Lehi. We're going to go down to the sideline, and Mary Louise Cook is standing by with Ed Larson. Mary Louise.
able to do so far here in the first half?
Well, I think just that last sequence on the defensive side, offensive side, we just started to make plays, and that's what you got to do. And when you play good teams like this, your team has to make plays in every 3 facets of the game. And right now, we're messing up, and we got to fix our PAT unit. But the interception was great. We got to stop their run game, and then we just got to continue to make plays on offense.
You're a guy that has a lot of experience coaching in these types of situations. What is going to be your message to your team at the half?
Well, there's a lot of things to fix. We'll correct it, and then just let them play. They got one half, and they're either going to go home tonight or we're going to get ready to play next week. One of those two things will happen.
All right, well, best of luck to you moving forward, Coach. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
All right, back to you guys in booth.
Mariluz, thank you. There it goes. Pretty simple slides. Win or go home. That's the message at halftime. These guys have a half. They got 24 minutes to figure it out, and we got a ball game. Lehi did a great job fighting back there at the end, and Corner Canyon has a 14-12 lead at the half. We'll send it down to the guys with KSL Sports Rewind. We'll see you for third quarter action coming up in about 15 minutes.
Welcome into Rice-Eccles Stadium, halftime of our first 6A semifinal. Corner Canyon leading Lehi 14-12. Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham, Jeff Hansen. First half, ups out early, 14-0. Good charge back from Lehi, Moose.
Yeah, Lehi's done an incredible job. I've loved the come back, the grittiness. Everyone's bought into this program, and you see a vast difference from last year to this year. Last year they would have folded. This year they're coming back strong, and everyone is going after it. It's fun to watch this game.
Trying to come back, but boy, Corner Canyon, Jeff, my goodness, we talk about the trenches of this game. The trenches, you see how big Corner is up front.
Yeah, I was down on the sideline for the full first half, and it felt like Corner was just dominating. I mean, it felt like Corner had this game by 3 or 4 scores because of the way that the trenches are playing. Every time Lehi tried to drop back or run up the middle, Corner had a dude there. They had guys in the backfield. Jet News having to run all over to escape pressure. And then on the other side of the ball, it doesn't matter who the running back is. It doesn't matter who's playing cornerback. I've been shocked at how well that Corner Canyon has held up against, that Corner Canyon offensive line, rather, has held up against this pass rush of Lehi. Bronson Evans has all day, and there are wide open running lanes for anybody to run through, and yet it's 14-12. I mean, really, Moose, to your point, the resiliency of Lehi to still be in this game with the way that the trenches have gone has been shocking.
And Moose, you're not going to like this. This was a 54-yard field goal attempt, was short. They missed. We'll get to there as we're looking at these first half highlights, but that really allowed Corner then to come back, and they've been running the football, but they've been able to attack through the air as well. It's been effective, the way they've been able to mix their attack.
Yeah, really, this is coming down to special teams, as much as Jeff hates to hear that. I mean, Gavin Finn hasn't been able to put his kicks through, but Davis Nelson has done a phenomenal job so far kicking for Corner, getting the PATs in. And it's difficult here at the University of Utah. Poster closer.
And how about 2 passing touchdowns? We talk about the running game, but it's been the air attack of Corners where they scored.
Yeah, I mean, it really has. Bronson Evans has been incredible, and he's had all the time in the world to throw. I'm really curious to see what Lehi does defensively to try to turn up the pressure in the second half, because Bronson Evans has had all day, and when you give him time, the way this offense works, there's always going to be receivers open, and Bronson's done a phenomenal job of finding those open guys. Krishawn Lee coming back. He missed the early playoff games. He's back, and he's been a difference maker in this game for Corner.
Well, I think Muse looked good early on, too. I love that throw on that little flag route, was wide open. And he makes a dime later. We don't have that one in the highlight package. It was too late, but he looks dialed in, and that was really maybe the play of this first half, because Corner's moving the ball again, and a timely interception, the 17th of the year for that Lehi defense.
Yeah, this defensive backfield, they really thrive off the defensive line getting after it, and the defensive backfield takes advantage of it. You don't want to throw near Abe Yeager. You don't want to do that because you'll see what happens. Interceptions, whether it's him, number 7, all of these guys are fantastic in the backfield for Lehigh.
Yeah. My apologies. This was the 19th interception. Go ahead, Jeff.
19th interception. Ozzie Williams with that interception. Just a huge play. Really turned the whole game around, because you remember that context. Corner was marching down the field again right before the half. They were potentially going to go up, score again, go up 21-6, and then they get the ball in the second half. That play is huge. It completely changes the dynamics of this game. And then for the Lehigh offense, Jet New to find Legend Glasgow, get into the end zone, it's a completely different game because of that interception.
Well, and I love the way that Lehigh drove the ball late in that first half, because, again, they used their timeouts very well.
Yeah.
Right? They score with no time left. And look, they're being aggressive because they have that throw to the boundary. It's 1st and goal from the 3 with 5 seconds left, and we're like, do you kick it or do you go for it? And you guys are right. You go for it, right? It's the semifinal. You got to win. And the way Corner Kings moved the ball, you got to keep pace. And I thought New was very accurate on that last drive. I thought very wise with using sidelines and timeouts, convert some third downs. This Lehigh team, Moose, you said it, they're battling back in this one.
Yeah, Oklahoma State is getting a phenomenal player in New. You're just like, wow, this kid can do it. You see all the flashes, and those flashes are turning into fire in this game. Because if Corner Canyon scores on that last possession, I think Lehigh gets down on themselves a little bit. They've turned it around. They put together a phenomenal drive. They see the formula to beating Corner Canyon, even though they are down by 2 points.
Now, you have a missed PAT, you have a missed field goal, and then you have a blocked PAT. Moose, you talk about special teams. If you're in that locker room or you're that staff, yeah, there's a kicker miss, but there's a line problem too, right? It's not just the kicker 0 for 3. There's other factors to this, but now where are you thinking? Where's your mindset as you're preparing for a second half that is likely going to be very close?
Well, it's really difficult as a kicker because you feel the pressure coming at you. It's not just like, I got to get this down. It's, is the snapper getting the ball there? Is the holder getting it down? And then, do I have enough blocking? And when you have kickers thinking about all that stuff, it's not a recipe for success. I'll tell you that right now. Kickers, we're an odd bunch. I'll give it to you.
But we love you.
Oh, I appreciate it. But with this, you want them focusing on just doing their job. I think Gavin Finn has fought through, I think he has a ligament tear in his knee. He's done so many good things, and he's a fighter. I think he's going to be a key to coming back, because one field goal made, this becomes a different game, and I think he's going to have the opportunity in the second half and kind of redeem himself for what happened in the first half. Throw that away, it's fine, Gavin.
I spent a lot of the second quarter on that Corner Canyon sideline. And I want to go back all the way to the beginning of the year when Corner Canyon played IMG. That's maybe the first game and maybe the only game, really. There were a couple of other games that were kind of tight for Corner, but that game against IMG that was back and forth, nobody expected them to win, all that stuff, right? They had a lot more talent on the field. They had, Jerome Miles played and Helaman Kasuga. But the core of this team, that offensive line, the younger guys that are now playing in replacement of some of those injured dudes, they were there. They were there for that tight game. There is a swagger right now on the Corner Canyon sideline that even as Lehigh found the end zone, that first touchdown, there was nothing. There was no doubt. There was no anything. They just very quickly rallied. They don't expect to lose this game. And it was really interesting because I think the Corner, they've got so many reasons that they could give up. But, man, I was super impressed with the energy of that sideline, the way that coaching staff has them rallied. And I think that experience from that close IMG game earlier in the year, now here they are in a tight game in the semifinals. They're going to be able to draw from that tight game that was on a national stage, and I'm anxious to see how they come out in this first drive in the second half.
I think the other thing to that, just to your point, Jeff, is that if it had been Kasuga, Miles, Brighton Brady all going down a week or two ago, you might see a little bit of doubt. That was early in the year.
Yeah.
It's been this bunch for the last 6, 7, 8 weeks. They're comfortable and they're confident knowing they can win with this style because they've been doing it. And I think you see that play out in this first half. The thing I'm curious about is if you're Corner, you are running the ball almost at will. I mean, it feels like the holes are a lot to choose from and a lot of room, and you're always like one player away from being gone. 7, 8-yard chunks, sometimes even more. If you're Corner, do you say, guys, we're just going to run it? I mean, I'm almost like the water boy, right? When it's like, all right, hey, how do you like my new offense? Because we're just going to kneel it with the lead. And I know Corner's not going to do that, but do you just say we're just going to run it because we can?
I think you're going to be tempted. And that injury early, it was on the first drive of the game when Sweat went down for Lehi. I don't know if he's been able to make it back. I haven't been able to see him back on the field yet. And if he is, he's certainly not going to be 100%. That's a really good defensive tackle for Lehi. That's a big loss. And the way that this Corner Canyon offensive line, I'm telling you, there are wide open running lanes on every single play. I'd be really tempted to do that and to establish that run game really early in the second half on this opening drive and try to deflate the will of Lehi and have a 10, 12, 13 play drive that takes off a good chunk of the third quarter. That would be deflating right now for that Lehi sideline.
Well, it's going to be interesting what Lehi does. I could see some of the offensive linemen like a Tommy Rock Olsen flipping to the other side, and they're like, hey, you've got big boys, we've got big boys, we like our big boys better than your big boys.
Yeah.
And Corner Canyon's been doing that. Zion Finau has been playing defense. Nye has been playing defense as well. And the most impressive thing with Corner, you have season-ending injuries like Paxton Nagel, and you're like, oh, he's not back. And then I look down on the field, and there's zero. And you're like, Paxton Nagel, the Utah State commit, looks like he's playing on a broken foot. It doesn't matter. I've never seen a season where guys come back from season-ending injuries like this. I'm like, I thought you were gone. And it's been impressive because everyone's so bought in. They all want it bad. And they're like, I'll do whatever it takes to be on that field on Thursday afternoon.
If you're Lehi defense, Corner right now, still employing that 3-3-5, been very successful. But if you're Lehi right now, how do you try to slow down the ground game of Corner Canyon, which has been so effective? What do you do?
I mean, they're already doing 4 down linemen. You might as well just do 5 and try to win a one-on-one. You got to bring pressure. You got to bring blitzes. But the thing that happens when you do that, it gives you one-on-ones on the outside. Is Abe Yeager better than Krishan Lee? I don't know. Is Jackson Ames or any of these other guys, can you defeat all of them one-on-one, 4 across the board? And Lehi has built their team to do that, but it remains to be seen because you just need one guy to mess up when you've got man coverage.
Yeah, I think that's what you have to do. I think the Corner's got to Lehi's got to stack the box to try to slow this Corner run offense down. And then trust your secondary. You have 19 interceptions this year. You have some dogs in the secondary. They can get beat. Corner's got really good wide receivers. Even with Jerome Miles on the sideline, they've still got really good wide receivers. They've still got a really strong passing game. But at some point, you have to say, if we're going to go down, I'm going to go down trusting the guys that got us here with all of these interceptions all year long. And we're not going to lose on the run game. We're going to sell out to stop the run and trust our dogs to make some plays in the secondary.
Been a pretty clean first half. No penalties on Corner Canyon. 3 on Lehi, though, 2 of them coming at that last touchdown and point after try. The yards very even. Corners ran for, 90 yards. Ran for 90, thrown for 94. Lehi has thrown for 190, only ran for 25 yards. That's the net because New had a couple of losses on that. So really interesting. Keys to second half, guys. Give me one for Lehi, give me one for Corner.
For Lehi, you've got to get Devon Eka going. Like, give him some carries. Give him what he needs. I like the screen game they use, but you've got to get more run yards. You've got to get a running game established to attack Corner Canyon.
For Corner, it starts with this first drive. If Corner can come out, they can establish that run game, they can take some time off the clock, they have a chance to deliver a really big right hook. Maybe not a knockout blow right in the first half, the first drive of the second half, but they can deliver a really big punch, go up 2 possessions, and make Lehi pass the ball and hurry. I think this first drive of the second half is a huge deal for Corner.
You know, one of the things we didn't get to in our pregame, this Lehi defense, they've got 6 of their 11 games this year. They've had 8 or more hurries. And in 5 of 11, they have 5 or more TFLs. We've not seen a lot of action behind the line of scrimmage, either on hurries or on TFLs, for both sides, really. Offensive lines have played pretty well. I think defensive line wins this game. Whichever defensive line plays better in the second half, probably the team that's going to end up in a victory.
I like it.
Final thoughts?
I'm just excited for the second half. Let's get after it.
Yeah, football, man. Football. Jackson Dart's here.
What?
It's like a celebrity sideline over there on Corner.
Well, he's got a brother, right? Got to check out Diesel, who's having a great game, by the way.
And that's exactly what Jackson said. He talked about, hey, you seen Diesel? He's tearing it up out there. He's absolutely right. Just a sophomore linebacker, he's going to have a huge career.
He's got to tell Lane Kiffin that. Be like, hey, Lane, there's a kid from Utah. You got to see.
You're going to like his jeans. 14-12. Corner leading Lehi, second half of our first 6A semifinal, coming back as we get ready to send you back to JJ and Sly here for the 6A semi.
Thanks, guys. Welcome back to Rice-Eccles Stadium. We're getting ready for second half action. Corner Canyon leads Lehi 14-13
here at the half. We're about ready to start the third quarter. Before we do, we're going to head down to Mariluz Cook on the sideline with Corner Canyon's injured quarterback, Helaman Kasuga. Mariluz.
JJ, thank you. Yeah, like you said, here with Helaman. And then I want to ask you, this is your first year with Corner. Now, obviously, that makes them capable of.
I mean, the expectation. I mean, we in every day and work our butts off. I think no one else outworks us, like in the weight room, on the field, and the coaches hold that expectations that we're supposed to be here. Like, this isn't anything new to us, and you know, we have a tradition of winning state. So, I think just having that expectation and just we're really hard workers.
Helaman, I know that for you, this is your first year at Corner Canyon. What can you say you've learned about so far?
I think just the stuff that I learned from Kerr. Coach Kerr's like, he's a chef, man. Like, he cooks it. I feel like he's a great.
Much better. I'll use this light here.
What to expect for the next level, and so just the stuff that I'm learning is really a blessing.
It's been an injury-riddled season for this. You being a part of that. Looked like as he stepped in quarterback.
As soon as I got hurt, news that I won't be playing the rest of the season, I kind of texted him and said, hey man, like the team trusts you, I trust you, like you got to trust yourself. And, like, he really relied on everybody in him because that's part of the job, and like I've been super impressed with him.
Mariluz, thank you. That was Mariluz with Corner Canyon quarterback Helaman Kasuga. We're about a minute away here, Sly, and we have a chance to wrap up that first half. And you know what? That was great football.
Yeah.
Lehi took a punch. They hit the canvas and got back up and answered whatever Corner Canyon threw at them in the first half. I think we're going to see the same in the second half.
Yeah. It's going to be great. They're going to need a couple more defensive stops, but we're going to see how important those extra point conversions that they missed were. Ed Larson going into halftime says, I got to figure out what's wrong with my PAT unit. He is right. He's allowing penetration, and they got a couple blocks in the first miss PAT. And in tight games like this, in these evenly matched teams, those could pay huge dividends in the end if you're not paying attention to that. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this game ends, to see if that's an effect or not. But they're going to have some defensive stops here in the third and fourth quarter to have a chance in here.
Here we go. Let's get to second half action. Teams are getting ready to go hit the field right here. The clock has hit 0. And one of these teams is 24 minutes away from a trip to the 6A state championship game, where they'll play the winner of Lone Peak and Sky Ridge. That's our next game coming up at 2:30 right here on Game Night Live on KSL Sports. Appreciate you watching wherever you're at. Hope you're enjoying the action. Great thing about technology is you can watch us anywhere in the world right now. I know these players have friends, relatives all over the country. There's fans of football that are watching all over the country. There's people that are really into recruiting. We welcome you that are watching. There's some very, very good players in this game that are going to play at the next level, and you're getting a chance to see those players. A lot of reasons to watch this semifinal game between Lehi and Corner Canyon. These are two of the best programs the state's had over the last 5 to 10 years. Ed Larson's done a tremendous job at Lehi, 3 state championships. Of course, you know how much Eric Kerr has had success here at Corner Canyon. I think he's still single digits in the loss column during his career at Corner Canyon.
That's insane.
It's somewhere at 5 or 6 games they've lost. It's insane. Of course, the personal foul penalty assessed on the kickoff to open the second half. To ensure that Corner Canyon cannot return it, they'll start this drive and start this half at their own 20-yard line.
Very interesting what the strategy will be here. coming out in the second half.
They're going to run just like they did in the first half. Nothing changes much for Corner Canyon here. They're going to lean on these running backs.
Briggs.
Now, if you're a Corner Canyon fan, you're going to be really excited about these running backs returning next year. Both Briggs and Cooper are back. They're juniors. Marilou's just spoke to Helaman Kasuga. He's back next year. And they'll have an experienced backup with Bronson Evans. There's just so much talent at Corner Canyon. Next man up.
Yeah. I don't think they're ever a loss for talent over there.
They are not.
They just when you think that, like, oh, Isaac Wilson's gone. Here these guys go with another quarterback.
They never take a dip.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 33. This is Cooper. He doesn't get far. Up to the 35. Let's see what adjustments Lehi made defensively, so I'm really curious to see that because Corner Canyon really gashed him in the run game. Evans, wide open. Krishan Lee has room to run into Lehi territory down to the 42-yard line. Just dropped in the zone there.
Well, I mean, look at the step up by the quarterback here. Patience, stepping up in the face of pressure. Delivers the throw. You just always have to have in your mind where your players are. Where is Krishan Lee? And I think that's just what happened right there.
Trouble for Lehi.
Briggs
again down to the 26-yard line.
That was just a miss right there in the backfield. Got to make those plays, especially against teams like Corner Canyon. Now they'll start to go up tempo here, and it'll feel like a flood. You just can't stop it. But this defense got to step up here, get ready to go.
More Briggs. Lehi bottles him up there. He gets 2 or 3 down to the 22-yard line. Second down and 6 from the 22. Evans hands off. Can they hold on to him? They do. They get Cooper in the backfield. That's a tackle for loss. He almost escaped. And that'll put Corner Canyon in 3rd and long.
Great defense right there.
That's Panisimani, Taki.
Great defense. There's so many ways to make a tackle, right? But at the end of the day, it always equates to effort, and that was great effort by Taki right there at not quitting on the play, keeping a strong hold of the offensive guy and bringing him down.
Taki's a 6'3", 220-pound junior defensive end. A lot of colleges are interested in him. Evans on the rollout. Hit as he throws incomplete. Lehi gets the stop. Will Corner Canyon kick or go for it? It'll be 4th and 10 from the 26.
Great defense right there by Jager. Even if Krishan Lee was able to come down with that football, I believe Jager would have pushed him out of bounds and it would have been incomplete. That was great coverage all over the top of those guys. Made that happen.
So they're going to kick. 43-yard field goal attempt for Corner Canyon. It's up. It is no good. Wide left. The Pioneers make a stand.
It's the stop you wanted.
We talked about the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half. And Lehi was able to get a stop on Corner Canyon's first possession.
It's great. Lehi is pumped up too. Not only do you get the ball back, but you get it back in such a momentous type of play that you can utilize this energy to come out here on the attack here in this football game. You know, kind of that play that they did on that last drive where they had everybody to the front side and they faked the smoke screen that way and brought it back to a running back screen on the backside. That's a play that I would run here in the first 2 plays coming out in this drive to Devon Eka. He's shown that he's just the guy you got to get the ball to and watch him work.
Quick slant. Glasker with the catch out to the 25.
Legend. Great first down pickup right there. It allows you to be 2nd down and 5. Make it controlled here. You can hand the ball off here, get closer to that first down. Or you can throw. The tight end has seemed to be always open for me.
Now the slant, thrown outside, incomplete.
One of the first drops you've seen there from Fa'amasasili. He's been sure-handed that entire first half.
Now Fa'amasasili made that catch to set up the touchdown at the end of the half. Down at the 3-yard line. Ball was thrown behind him. Did hit him in the hands. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, as I said, the tight end's open. They got somebody over the top of him now. They did on the last play. Let's see what they do here.
Corner Canyon brings pressure. The blitz is on. New has time. Over the middle. Caught. Past the 50. Inside the 45-yard line.
It's your tight end.
Brighton New. From one new to the other. Big gain. That's a gain of 31 yards. New just throws it away. The slants were well covered. Not sure if they were trying to get a slant or a bubble screen going there, but Corner Canyon had him locked up, and New, the experienced quarterback, threw it away.
Well, great decision. That was a huge play, right? You needed it. It was 3rd down and 5. Tight end, I think he was even hoping on the quick hot if he wanted to. But it's just great, sure-handed tight end, big body, can move down the field. I think he's going to be a factor here in this game and even later on in this game.
New a time, it's a screen. Eka met right at the point of the catch and gets away. What a play by Devon Eka. He almost broke it. But just the ability to break that tackle slide shows how strong he is.
Well, one, he's got to be sure-handed. I love the fearlessness, right? As soon as he catches it, the defender's right there. And then he breaks out of that and doesn't make it a loss. Actually picks up a yard or 2, makes it 3rd down and 8. Devon Eka's a serious talent. I'm telling you, a lot of people get T-Rex arms when they see defenders in the area, and he does it. Said he's a guy that you want to get the football to. Again, in this type of offense, you don't want to go away from him. You want to make sure Devon Eka gets his rushing carries.
3rd and 8, New in the pocket, feeling some pressure. Catches made. Can he get to the sticks? Glasker does, and more. Inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. 1st down. Lehi.
If they're going to go hurry up offense, I'd go hurry up offense and run that corner route that they scored on the first time that they scored right here to the field, but they're not. So I would run the football right here. Get Devon Eka the football. This is what you have to do, and the easiest way to do that is hand the ball off. A toss crackdown right there. A dead toss. That's the word I was looking for earlier in the first half. You can do a dead toss here, get him on the outside, speed, toughness. Any way you want to do it, get Devon Eka the football right here.
New's going to call a timeout. You do not want to call timeouts in the 3rd quarter.
No, you don't. As we've seen in the last game.
Yeah.
This past weekend.
The game.
Timeouts are precious, and you don't want to use them here. But, that was a big gain. They got it on 1st down. They're here in field goal range. Against a team like Corner Canyon, every possession, every blade grass. So I do get it.
There's definitely some urgency here to get this ball into the end zone. At the very least, you've got to come away with points here.
For sure.
You got to take advantage of that stop. get some points and take a lead. I'm impressed, Sly, with Lehi. They got punched in the mouth, and they've responded really well. They wilted last year. Remember last year?
Well, I just
much different teams, I get it. This team's more experienced now, but they wilted last year, not this year.
Yeah, the fight, the aggression, the ability to waver the storm, as you said, has just been absolutely terrific to see. Keep their eyes wide open. Every opportunity is definitely precious to them, and I think they're locked in and focused.
Back at it after the timeout. New in the pocket. Over the middle. Too high. Incomplete, but they're going to throw a flag. Contact before the ball got there. That was... What do you think, Sly?
I don't agree with that, you know. So exactly, there was a play in the first half where we talked about it's hard to determine simultaneous contact. That's not a penalty to me. The one in the first half I felt was a little earlier than that. But this one, I felt like it was simultaneous. But it's hard. The ref has to make a judgment call when everything's going 100 miles an hour. But yeah, I thought the pass was high, uncatchable, and I thought the defender got there in time.
That defender was Diesel Dart, the sophomore safety.
Diesel.
Younger brother of Jackson Dart, Corner Canyon legend. Currently the starting quarterback of the Ole Miss Rebels. Eka with the run. They have done a great job on Eka all day.
They really have. Blitzing off the edge, getting to him, but Devon Eka's relentlessness is allowing him to even pick up positive yards. I don't even know how he's able to do that with the penetration that Corner Canyon is creating, but he is doing that, keeping that positive for Lehi. But they need to be on the move here. They got to be ultra aggressive with play calling here because it gets tight around this area of the football field. Got one-on-ones all the way on the outside. Where's your big body tight end?
2nd and 10. Into the end zone. Caught, touchdown. Glasker with the catch. His second touchdown of the game, and the Pioneers have come from behind to take the lead.
They have to go for 2. But absolutely amazing play calling right there. You got one-on-one everywhere. The 7 routes, they love them. They scored on a 7 route here in their first scoring drive. The receivers run them extremely well. It's thrown extremely well. I honestly feel like Jet New has developed so much since we saw him earlier this season. That throw was incredible. Let's see if they can pick up this 2-point conversion. Again, you're going to get solo coverage across the board.
New. The slant wasn't there. No call. Incomplete. The 2-point conversion is no good. But the Pioneers have taken the lead, 18-14. Here's another look at the touchdown pass.
Great. 7 route, corner route, flat route, whatever you want to call it. It is run. It was stemmed great by Glasker. Does a great job of waiting for the defender to stop his feet and then break off into the corner. Turns around, ball's delivered right on the money. Just like they were doing it on air. Just like you wrote it up, right, Jake? Just like you wrote it up. But Lehi, as I said, 3 touchdowns, no PATs or 2-point conversions after that. It's a very awkward 18-point score on the board that you see on a football scoreboard. But they do have the lead. See if they can do something to make up for those extra points. Here's the thing, too. Does Corner Canyon get desperate? Do they start, I have to chuck the ball down the field, or do they keep running it with Cooper and Briggs,
Right.
What do? They have dynamic guys on the outside, and Krishan Lee and Kai Mesa. Do we throw it downfield? How does Coach Kerr go about this and make that happen?
6:03 left in the third quarter. 18-14 Lehi with the lead. They've come all the way back. And here we go. Ready for kickoff. Fenn kicks it into the end zone. No return. Corner Canyon will start this drive from their own 20-yard line.
This is where things get tight. You know, this is a great matchup today as we anticipated. I'm very excited to see what comes out of this.
Evans passes outside. Incomplete off the fingertips of the intended receiver. Was Drew Watcott. This will be 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the pressure turns on Corner Canyon, Sly, and this group has done a great job overcoming adversity this year, but you've got some young players at key positions that haven't been in this position very often. Evans is going to run up the middle. He's got room to run. He's got the sticks. Takes a huge hit, though. He gets up. No flags. We got a lot of stuff going on out there. All clean, all fun.
Is that Isaiah Mama?
Ooh.
He came through second right there. Buddy.
That was a punishing blow.
But the plays like that gives your team energy.
Yep.
You end up making plays on the other side of the ball.
Briggs, he's got a hole to the sideline. Forced out of bounds at the 40. Big gain for Weston Briggs. But we got a flag. This could be coming back.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Lehi would want right there.
This is a big setback for Corner Canyon. 10 yards on the holding penalty. They'll place the ball back at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big penalty.
It'll be 1st down and 16 from the 25. Evans has time, throws late, but it gets there. It's caught. 1st down. Out of bounds at midfield. Krishan Lee. What a year he's had.
Yeah, I mean, he's got well over 1,000 yards receiving this year, understandably. We've seen him the last few years. He's been the third option, but an incredible third option to where he's very dynamic. He can easily be your number 1 option. And he's just taken this role since Jerome Miles' injury extremely well.
Huge play for Corner Canyon. Now they have 1st and 10 in midfield. Caught outside. You go to Meza there. Gain of about 8. So this Corner Canyon offense responds well to the holding penalty, and now they've got something going here on this drive into Lehi territory at the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Cooper gets the 2 and gets more. Down inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Good tackle right there by Love. Coming back to the play. You know, sometimes the running back gets back to you, but if he's juking downfield, you have an opportunity to make a play there.
Cooper again.
Way to squeeze that.
Nice tackle. Paul Latu got there. If Paul Latu doesn't make that tackle, Cooper might get 10 or 15 yards.
Yeah, that's just incredible effort from your middle linebacker position, eluding the block here, getting downhill, and making an open field play right there. Paul Latu, great job. Eyes at the waist, attack the legs. The runner can't run without his legs.
Cooper, again, nothing there. Lehi stacks him up at the 35-yard line. Be 3rd down and 8. Evans outside.
Oh, good break.
Caught, but he's short of the sticks.
I don't know. He got that.
They're going to give him forward progress.
Yeah.
Lehi fans are not going to like that.
No, that's a good spot right there. Look where this ball is thrown. That was a good break by the defender. Defender broke on that ball. Great. He's got to get his hand in the breadbasket, though. But I think that was a good spot.
It's a 1st down. Meza gets to the sticks. New set of downs for Corner Canyon at the 27-yard line with 3:40 left to go, 3rd quarter.
They are marching here.
Evans hands off again. Briggs. Look at Briggs. Power his way down near the sticks again. They're going to mark him down short of the 19-yard line. Corner Canyon is in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down and 2. What a game this has turned out to be.
Right.
Back and forth. Here we go. Here come the Chargers. Direct snap.
Wildcat.
They go to Dart. Diesel Dart on the carry with his brother Jackson on the sidelines. All the way here from Oxford to watch little bro and his alma mater play in the semifinals. Clock running, under 2 minutes. 2:40 and counting. They're going to go Dart again. Gets inside the 10. They're going to mark him just short of the 8-yard line. So an interesting wrinkle that Eric Kerr is throwing in here. Offensively, he's bringing Dart in the Wildcat. And he's going to stay there. Dart takes the snap. He's going to try to get outside, breaks the tackle.
Ooh.
Doesn't break that one.
Paul
Ooh, what
Latu
a punishing
again.
blow. Paul Latu again.
Great flow right there. I mean,
that's a senior taking down the sophomore. It'll be 3rd and 9. Evans is back in at quarterback. He's got 3 receivers to his right. He's got Briggs in the backfield. Lehi brings the heat. Into the end zone, tipped up into the air, incomplete.
Great defense.
Again, Ozzie Williams.
Had the interception in the first half. As I said, he is locking down that side of the field. Great break by him when the ball is thrown. He's right on top of the receiver, not allowing them to have any room.
It'll be 4th down and 9. Corner Canyon can get a new set of downs if they get to the 3. The Chargers are going for it. No field goal attempt here, down 4. Evans, plenty of time over the middle.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Corner Canyon. Krishan Lee. What a drive for Lee.
What a pass there by Evans.
He stood in the pocket, patiently waited, and found his guy.
But, I mean, as easy as it may look, that is a tough pass. Yeah, the accuracy needed for a pass like this, the accuracy and timing of a throw, how much energy and strength he's got to put into that to get it there on time. And they take the lead back.
What an answer by the Chargers to take back the lead. Here's the touchdown.
He's got to throw it there, got to throw it low. Right where he threw it is the only place he could throw that ball. Got some zip on it. Right to Kai, oh my gosh, Krishan Lee pulls that in. It was a good break. The defender came underneath it.
That was a tight window.
Yeah, he had an opportunity.
All right, we've got a touchdown on the board for Corner Canyon. They lead 21-18. Let's go down to Mary Louise Cook on the sideline.
Well, guys, you know that Lehi is going to continue to have some fight in them. And, of course, a lot of that motivated by Coach Larson stepping down at the end of this season. They're hoping that today won't be his last game. Now, I had an opportunity to chat with their current principal from Lehi, Tim Brantley, as well as former principal Doug Webb, about what Coach Larson has meant to this football team and to them not only as athletes but as students as well. And they've said that one of the things that has really stood out is his ability to help these students overcome challenges on and off the football field. One of the ways that he helps implement that in his program is through having them read a book. And it's not just the team that does this, but administration as well. Read a book every single year. So last year it was Energy Bus by John Gordon, and this year it was a book called Mindset by Carol Dweck. So know that hopefully they'll be relying on some good mindsets that they've worked on cultivating this year as they look to avoid this being Coach Larson's last game coaching Lehi. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Mary Louise. High school football wouldn't be the same in the state without Ed Larson, so.
He's missed so much.
What a great run he's had. I mean, you talk to his time at Snow College, you talk to so many people in the state who have played under him over the years, the impact that he's had on their lives. Not only has he had success sending kids to the next level, coaching at the next level, but just the character development of all the players that he has coached over the years has been tremendous, and that's going to really be missed. And if you're a Lehi fan, you hope you get to see one more game with Coach Larson on the sideline here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Lehi's down 21-18. Those missed extra points.
You're going to come
You've
big
got 3 touchdowns, but
game.
you've only got 18, and that's the difference in the game right now.
Right.
1:14 left, third quarter. Let's see how Lehi responds. They have responded well today, falling behind early. He's going to hand off to Eka. What a tremendous effort. Bouncing outside. Eka's got room to run now, but they got a flag. Somebody got caught with their hand in the cookie jar on the boundary.
I mean, look at that run. Right?
What an effort. Just a tremendous effort.
So many times they got him dead to rights in the backfield, and he makes it happen. Great run by Devon Eka. That's unfortunate, because holdings like that happen unless you're just used to like Barry Sanders running all over the place, so you just know that he could be behind you at any moment. The holding calls seem to always happen in a kind of a broken play like that. But here they go with empty. See QB run. Oh. Mays Madsen.
Madsen has the catch out to the 28.
You go empty, think quick. You go empty, think quick. This is a great, wouldn't necessarily call it hot route, but a hot type of design here. As soon as the QB catches it, he throws it right to Mays Matson, get the ball to your guys in space, right? And here you go. You got second down here and 3 yards, 2 yards. Get the ball to Devon Eka. Watch him work.
Down to 30 seconds left in the quarter. They're going to hand it off to Eka. Bouncing around. Not quite to the marker, just short. They'll mark him at the 29-yard line.
Okay. Oh, they moved it back even further.
Is that the last play of the quarter? I don't think Lehi's going to hurry. It'll be 3rd and 1 when we come back.
They shouldn't. Just take it to the quarter. There it goes.
All right, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got 12 more minutes left for a spot in the 6A state championship game. We'll bring it to you next here on Game Night Live. Corner Canyon 21, Lehi 18.
Life is hard. Exercise is medicine. The more you move, the more you smile. At Salt Lake Running Company, we know you've got this. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995, SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics. Visit us in store or online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we've learned that people prefer more. And not just more, but a lot more. That's why UCCU created Elevated Checking. Elevated provides everything you'd expect from the best checking account anywhere and more. A lot more. Like loan discounts, overdraft forgiveness, and free ATMs nationwide. Just visit uccu.com
and elevate your checking.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
You've been told that running is punishment. Let's help you make it your superpower. At Salt Lake Running Company, we're here to help you become a better athlete. From the gym to the track, SLRC offers all student athletes a 10.
Just as we get ready to begin the 4th quarter, the whistle blows. We'll pause for a moment. 12 minutes left for one of these teams to punch their ticket to the 6A state championship game. What a game this has been. Corner Canyon jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Lehi responded with 18 straight points to take the lead. And then Corner Canyon has taken that lead right back.
If this isn't a boxing match, I don't know what is.
Oh, man, this is a 15-round heavyweight battle. This is fun.
Yes, it is. Cannot wait to find out how this ends. I actually have no idea how this is going to end. I feel like Dr. Strange right now. It could go in so many different ways. With Lehi potentially making... Either team potentially making a mistake here. This is evenly matched. The game should be 21-21 if Lehi was able to complete those extra points, but we don't know if those extra points are going to become an issue here towards the end of this football game.
Lehi with the shift. Eka not going anywhere. Corner Canyon's defense holds. Lehi will have to punt.
Look at that.
They needed a yard. They went backwards.
Jetnu probably had an opportunity to keep the ball right there and pick that up. That whole defense was locked in. And honestly, I think Larson probably would have gone for it if they would have got back to the line of scrimmage, but they lost 3 yards on that, which is huge. And now you got to play a field position game here. So Hopefully they can punt. If it's a low punt, get a nice roll here.
Nice high punt. Lee was back to take it, but he won't. Takes a corner canyon bounce. And now it's going to roll down to the 30-yard line. So this Lehi defense is going to have to step up here once again. Corner Canyons did. They got that stop there. This is a key possession for Corner Canyon and a key moment for this Lehi defense to get a stop. Evans is going to go to Briggs. Briggs breaks it past the 40, all the way down to the 46-yard line.
Briggs.
16-yard run by Weston Briggs.
I got to get my Danny Glover on. Briggs. Briggs.
Briggs would make for a great action movie character, right? Briggs.
Love it.
Briggs in theaters November 14th. Here he goes again. This time he's not going to. Is that Cooper this time? They keep rotating him in and out.
So, but there's a penalty here.
They're marking him with a 3-yard gain.
If I can guesstimate, that's either a face mask or a late holding call, but don't know. Let's see what they come up here. They say a timeout.
They threw the flag.
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything yet. Here comes the official. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was against the defense. How late that came out, it seemed like it'd be against the defense.
So a personal foul penalty gives the Chargers the ball at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big chunk. That is a big chunk right there, and that's all you need. You know, get Briggs to get 1 or 2 more carries here.
Briggs is loose into the secondary, inside the 20. What a run. Multiple defenders had to bring him down, and now we've got players losing their composure.
This is what you don't want.
And why? This is a tight game, and this is...
Hey, our emotions run high, frustration runs high. If you're not able to do what you want to do here.
Gotta be smart in these moments.
Corner Canyon coming in, defending their guys, and Lehi trying to stay tough in here. You know, keep the fight. Can't kill yourselves. This is that's unfortunate. You know, Corner Canyon's a team that you do not want to give free yards to. You want to make sure they earn everything. And so here, all they got to do is a play action fake right here.
Briggs, loose ball into the end zone. Who's got it?
It looked like Corner Canyon jumped on it. No, it's touchback.
It's a touchback. What a play by Lehi. They forced a fumble.
Oh,
what a turn of events. Carson Wren has it in the end zone. Lehi will have the ball at their own 20.
Unbelievable effort right here.
Who made the tackle? Sorry, I did not identify the number there.
I think that was Isaiah Mama came in there, safety position,
right
put
there,
his helmet right on the football. No.
Number 20?
Number 20. Madsen.
Murphy Madsen just made the play of the game for Lehi. If this stands, there's a flag?
I mean, it's high school football. They're not going to be able to review that. They called it a fumble and touchback. That's Lehi's ball.
Yeah, I said that because I don't see a flag.
There's no flag. It's just jumping on the ball. I think he had the ball. I've done this multiple times. You lose, you get your wind knocked out of you by jumping on the ball.
And then somebody jumps on you, yeah.
Yeah, and so he's just getting checked out right now. But as you said, Murphy Madsen making the play of the game in this tight matchup. Corner Canyon's driving. You not only get the fumble, but you don't even get backed up into your own end. You get it a touchback, so you'll get the ball at the 20-yard line. This is a sudden change. Can you get points off turnovers here, right? You did it in the first half. You got a touchdown right before the half off of the interception. Now Madsen making an amazing play of putting your helmet right on the football. Briggs, tough running, pops that ball out. Oh, gotta love great defensive technique.
We called for Lehi to get a big defensive play in the first half. They got the interception. We did it again here, and they get the fumble into the end zone for the touchback. And Carson Wren was there to get the recovery. Murphy Madsen, number 20, comes up, pops the ball loose from Briggs. It goes into the end zone for the touchback. Wow. So with 10:08 left to play, Lehi down 3, gets the ball back at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Wren, actually looking at that, he looks like he may have got like a helmet to the rib as people were jumping around for that ball. But he's off and walking around there. Big time recovery. Right there, a way to be at the right place at the right time, folks. That's why you run to the football. You run to the football every single time, and you have opportunities like that, because if he wasn't there, Corner Canyon would have recovered that. That's just an amazing job. Well, it actually gave time to really look at this play and have the Lehi offense regroup, resettle, get ready for this drive, take advantage of the opportunity here of getting a turnover. What is their offense going to do?
Big drive here for Lehi. New, plenty of time in the pocket. Over the middle, caught it, catch is made at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Masili.
Masili, who's had a monster game here.
Yeah, he's got great hands. Great hands. Amazing possession receiver here. He's a big-bodied receiver as well. He might as well be another tight end out there for you. He's another target that you should look to go to often. I mean, great time in pocket.
Outside, the catch is made.
Masili,
again, the Griffin Masili.
As I said, he's got tremendous hands. He gave the quarterback time in the pocket. Jet New with the great decision, right? Scan the field, understand where they're at, understand where the vulnerability in the zone is going to be, and deliver the football. And that's what he did right there. And they're moving the chains. No need to be in a rush. Got plenty of time here. You're in control, you're driving, and you have momentum.
New looks left where he's got trips. No, he's going to go the other way. Now he's just going to throw it away. Smart play by New.
Well, great technique by Corner Canyon. Staying home. You know, if you have your man on the backside, stay with him. Great job. This is what we talked about in the first half. They did this play, and Corner Canyon's been all over it both times. They fake to the strong side with all the receivers. They got to give them a more prominent fake. I don't think Corner Canyon's biting on it at all. And then they try to come back to the backside. Don't go away from Devon Hecka. Find ways to get him the football. I'm going to have to call timeout. Took too much time there. Oh, now they wasted 2 timeouts.
That's timeout number
play.
2 of the half. You're right, Sly. That's timeout number 2. If you're Lehi, and you're looking at the situation, the missed extra points and the timeouts. You hope they don't come back to bite you.
Yeah, because they could drive down here, get in field goal range. As you said, Gavin Finn, they have a pretty good kicker that can make a field goal. He did miss a 54-yarder in the first half, but that was a very deep field goal, just off. But hey, this is anybody's football game right now. This is a very, very, very interesting situation. You're now under 10 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. It's kind of like, what are we going to do? Great football games today. We got this great matchup that we've been looking forward to. I've been looking forward to this matchup all week. And then his next game, we're going to have an even more great match because it's more recent. You know, I'm just remembering the Corner Canyon Lehi game from last year.
Yeah.
But the Lone Peak Skyridge game we covered earlier
we
this year.
did that this year.
Oh, my gosh.
that was a great
incredible.
one. We're going to get the sequel here at 2:30. We can't wait for it.
Lone Peak's going to look to get their revenge. That's going to be absolutely awesome. But this game, exciting finish. I'm expecting finishes like this all day. And we've talked about it, all six
we got
matchups.
great games today. Every
all six
game.
Matchups
all
these
6
next 2
games
days.
slide the next 2 days we think are going to be fantastic.
And I got to hop on a flight and fly right to Colorado.
That's right. You got a meeting with Coach Prime on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
As the Utes travel to play in Boulder to take on Travis Hunter and the Colorado Buffaloes, who are ranked 17th in the college football playoff rankings.
Is there anything better than just having days full of football? I just got.
It's Christmas Day for you every day, Sly.
I got football today, tomorrow,
you
Saturday,
wake up, football
Sunday.
Christmas. Next day you wake up, football Christmas.
We talk about the weekend on Monday, and then I got Monday Night Football.
You're like Bill Murray and Groundhog Day, except every day is a great day.
I'm not going crazy.
You don't have to punch Ned Ryerson in the face.
Oh, that's a great movie.
21-18, Corner Canyon leads Lehi, but the Pioneers have the ball at their own 37-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Oh.
New takes a shot deep, over the top, caught, down to the 15-yard line.
Guess who?
Legend Glasker.
The legend continues. Oh, my gosh. Honestly, I thought he was throwing to Maze Madsen. I was watching Maze Madsen do a quarter post route. Didn't even see down this side. Legend is absolutely terrific. Got one-on-one. Oh, no, they're moving the safety over there.
They're going to go quick. Eka up the middle. They still cannot get him free. That Corner Canyon defense has done such a great job on the run today.
Here's the thing with Lehi. Don't go away from that.
Yeah.
Because Devon Eka is getting back to the line of scrimmage. I think out of all these plays, there's only been one time where he's gotten minus yards. Don't go away from that. It's going to pop. One of these times is going to pop. And so you got to keep Corner Canyon honest and believing that you'll still do that with Eka. But this has been great athleticism by the Lehi receivers all across the board. Maze Madsen, Masasili, Legend Glasker, the tight end New. He's been absolutely terrific. This is an all-star unit.
2nd and 7, New in the flat. Oh, big hit. Oh. They're going to throw a flag on that. I don't know if it's the hit itself or the celebration after.
It definitely wasn't the celebration. Again,
Devon Eka just gets lit.
I don't agree with the penalty. But this is old school football that I'm thinking about.
I don't know if anything was said after making the tackle. I don't know.
But even then, he didn't stand over the guy.
Right.
You know, that's just not a penalty to me.
Visually, I didn't see any taunting.
If that's called taunting.
Is it a defenseless receiver call? I don't know.
But here's the thing. How is it defenseless? The ball was being thrown to him.
And
he hit him right when the ball was there.
He hit him square in the chest.
That is not a penalty to me.
Let's see what they do.
Targeting? What is it? What do you do?
I
As a
don't
defender,
know.
what are you
I don't
supposed to
know.
do? He's calling defenseless player. I mean, Lehi will take it, but if it was the hands foot,
If you're a coach, you just like shake your head and say, "That's what we coach you to do. You made a great
that's
play,
what we
son.
coach you to do."
There's nothing else we can do." It doesn't penalize them greatly. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 5. It's a half the distance to the goal penalty. But Lehi's knocking on the door. They can take back the lead. Just 5 yards away from doing so. Again, 7:36 left to play in this 6A semifinal game.
See, I would just walk up to right under the center and just throw a little swing pass to Mays Madsen.
New time in the pocket.
Hold
now
it,
it's going to
run.
break down. Now he's going to run up the middle.
Great decision.
He gets the first down.
Great decision.
So Lehi has a new set of downs.
This feels like Elway moments right now, right? You got to put it all on right. This is state championship football here. Great decision. Don't force the ball in there. Use your legs. You get a whole new set of downs. You get 3 or 4 downs to get 7 points here. You keep the clock going. This is all positive for Lehi with that decision by Jet New right there. Excellent, excellent job. Bring the big bodies in. Get behind Rock Olsen. And get Devon Eka into the end zone.
1st and goal from the 3. And now Lehi's going to take their 3rd and final timeout.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
Will that come back to haunt them? We will see.
I mean, there's going to be a couple things from Lehi. The extra points, missed opportunities here, the timeouts. There's no more timeouts here. I mean, granted, he's used 2 on this drive. It has helped him get down the field. So we can't say that it's been terrible decisions until the end of the game. But, man, I don't know. That's hard. Unless you got a great play design here for 3 yards out, which for me is very tight. I almost like the penalty. Give me more room. That actually opens my playbook up a little more. But, hey, Legend is absolutely terrific in one-on-one. I don't think Corner Canyon has a defender that can cover him one-on-one. The only time they've been able to slow him down is when they've been able to throw a safety over there to give shade to that guy. But, like, I don't know. What play do you run right here? Bring Mays Madsen in motion and run him to the flat? Oh, yeah, nice.
It's going to toss out of it and caught.
Nice.
Touchdown. Guess who? The legend.
Is that his 3rd touchdown?
That's his 3rd touchdown of the game.
3rd touchdown.
He's got 3 of their 4 scores.
Okay.
What a play call.
They're going for 1 right here to make this a 4-point game.
It's the right call.
Which is smart, right?
But they've had trouble with extra points.
Because here's the thing. If Corner Canyon even scores a touchdown, they're only down by 3. So this is a very good decision here, but they got to make it.
Holds down, the kick is up.
Good.
And it's good. The Lehi Pioneers have taken a 4-point lead. 25-21 with 6:50 left to play here in the 4th quarter in the 6A state semifinals. Here's another look.
Great play design. Great action.
If you're going to have someone other than New throw the pass, have the baseball player do it.
We said that, right? We said that in the first half. He's a terrific athlete, multi-sport athlete, terrific baseball player. I'm sure he could throw a dart. He throws a pass to the legend. Keep saying the legend. He is legend. He's a legend.
He's been a legend today.
3 touchdowns today in the state finals, semifinals against Corner Canyon. They are 6 minutes and 50 seconds away from going to the 6A state finals, with just being their 2nd year in 6A.
This would be their dream scenario, to go to the championship game in Ed Larson's final year and do so by beating Corner Canyon after the way they got beat down last year on this turf. This is what they dreamed of. This is what motivated them in the weight room running stairs, whatever they had to do in the offseason to get ready. This is what got them through it, was this moment right here.
Running stairs.
They're 650 away.
I just got PTSD memories from running stairs.
I had to run the stairs to get up here to the booth today. And I want to die.
The elevators aren't working. I had to go down the other side.
Okay, so can the Lehi defense get it done? You see Paul Latu and company there. See, I'm way up here, as you can see right now on the screen. I got my cardio in for the day. I felt the burn, there's no doubt about it. So how does this Corner Canyon team respond? They were in the red zone. They were knocking on the door, about ready to take control of this game, take a 2-score lead, and they fumble it into the end zone for a touchback. How do they respond now? They'll start at their own 20.
Well, we've always known Corner Canyon's been a team that can always score quickly. But with all these injuries to top players like Brighton Brady, Jerome Miles, Helaman Kasuga, I don't know if they have the ability to strike fast like that. They've been methodically moving the ball down the field with Briggs and Kershawn Lee and Kai Meza. But all right, let's see if they can do that.
That's a good start for the Lehi defense.
Hezekiah with the penetration stop there.
Leone Tassi. Hezekiah with the stop. Second down and 9. Evans will throw. Outside.
Oh.
Incomplete. Receiver slipped and fell on the turf. So it'll be 3rd and long.
Ball was a little low there, but honestly, if it was a little higher, it might have been intercepted.
Abe Jager almost got it.
Big 3rd down. Big 3rd down.
Crowd roars, 6:14 left to play.
What do you do here if you're Lehi?
Evans outside. Go up for the catch. It's short of the sticks.
4th down. Okay, so
out at the 28.
4th and 2. This could be the game, folks. Actually, no, because Corner Canyon has all their timeouts. But what decision do you make here? Because
they're going.
If you give Lehi the ball, they're already in field goal range.
Tight formation. They got their jumbo in there. Do they go to Zion Finau? No. Briggs wrapped up. Lehi gets the stop. They take over on downs. The Pioneer defense got it done.
There's so much to say about momentum and energy, right? Look at that penetration. They haven't had penetration like that all game. But the heat of the moment.
Look at all the bodies in the backfield slide.
They pushed everybody back. There was no surge on Corner Canyon right there. And that's their big boy formation.
Yeah.
That's their tush-push formation right there. That's their guaranteed short yardage formation. And they got 0 push. And Lehi right now can just run this ball out. Give the ball to Devon Eka.
Lehi smells blood. 5:33 left. They fake the jet sweep.
Stay in bounds.
Catch is made, stays in bounds. Got down to about the 23-yard line, so the clock will run.
Yeah, because Lehi's going to, our Corner Canyon is going to load up in the box to take away Devon Eka because they know that Lehi's going to want to run the football here. So doing a nice little play action, sucking them up into the middle of the field just a little bit more. We'll open up little drag routes like that to your tight end. You're going to get one-on-one up top to guys like Mays Madsen. Do you take a shot or do you just run the football here?
See how aggressive they're going to be. They're going to run.
Nice.
Eka up the middle. First down.
Nice surge off Brock Olsen's side of the line of scrimmage. Watch how he just closes that down.
How many guys did he have wrapped up there? There you go. Look at the offensive line doing a great job.
Great surge. Knew the tight end was actually looking for somebody to block. He's like, Rock Olsen just took everybody.
He took his guy away from him.
It's like, all right, I'll just do it.
You want two? Take two.
Right, and the clock's rolling. That's exactly what you wanted there. Edge a little bit closer to this end zone.
New takes the snap. They do the jet sweep this time.
Stay in bounds.
Madsen fighting for yards. They get him out of bounds. And they will stop the clock. That's not what Lehi wanted.
No, it's not. And from a veteran like Mays Madsen, you got to know you got to stay in bounds. But that stops the clock right there. It's a good play design. Is what they had on the touchdown the last series. But you almost want to slide or just make sure you roll back into the inside. Keep two hands on the football there. But clock stops. We're at 4 minutes left to go in this game.
Corner Canyon desperately needs a stop here on 2nd and 5. Ball's on the 12-yard line.
What is going
on? We got a problem. Lehi's got a problem. They sent a man out there late.
I don't know. Lose 5 yards on that. That was Mays Madsen.
They made a mistake. It's going to cost them.
Don't just jump out there when they're about to snap the football.
That's a big call, Sly, because that takes 2nd and 5 and turns it into 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a big mistake because Mays Madsen went out of bounds on the running call.
That too.
Right? So you just lost 5 yards and the clock hasn't moved in over 2 minutes.
Now the clock will move.
I don't know why they didn't run a play. Should have.
New. Quick pass. Overthrew it.
Now
this will be 3rd and 10.
That is costly mistakes right there.
Mm-hmm.
It stinks because now you got to try to get this first down. Hopefully not take a risk here. You are in field goal range, so beware of that. I would almost run a delayed fake and have your tight end sneak right behind the linebackers and dump it. Do a tight end dump. What is going on? This is a legal substitution. They broke the huddle with 12 people on the field.
New takes the snap. Looking to the end zone. Nope. You're going to throw it short. Incomplete.
Stops the clock, too.
So Corner Canyon gets the stop they needed. Lehi will attempt a field goal to try for a 7-point lead. That is not what they wanted.
No, not at all. That is so frustrating because guess what? How many timeouts did Corner Canyon use right there? 0. They used 0 timeouts. You've had trouble with your PAT unit in this game, so this isn't guaranteed. That was a terrible sequence of plays right there for Lehi.
Kick is up. It is good. Gavin Fenn puts 3 points on the board, and the Pioneers have a 7-point lead. Corner Canyon has 3:28 left to tie it or win it with the 2-point conversion. They'll get a chance. Here's a look at the field goal.
Great kick. As you say, Gavin Fenn is a great field goal kicker. So easy to see how he's able to do that, but that is not what you want to do. Didn't get out of bounds. Got a penalty to move you back 5 yards. Then threw an incomplete pass. And you used only 20 seconds off the clock. 30 seconds off the clock. Yeah, clock management is so huge in tight games like this. But they do have a good, and here's the thing. They don't have any timeouts either.
Yeah.
So Lehi, yes, you have a 7-point lead, but Corner Canyon has 3 timeouts. You have none. If Corner Canyon takes 3 minutes to score and gets a 2-point conversion, you don't have.
And that's where that can come back to haunt you.
Yeah, that's where it can come back to haunt you.
And then you look back on the missed extra points.
Yes, yes.
You should be up 10 right now, not 7.
Well, you should be up. Well, that's one. That's going caveat, right? You should be up 10 points plus there's more time that should be off the clock right now. There should be at least 30 more seconds and Corner Canyon be able to use a timeout in that time frame. So, yeah, there's a few things. But you do have the lead right now, so if which you've made defensive plays all game. So if you can come up with another defensive stop here, the game could essentially be over. But that's asking a lot in a pressure situation right here, right? What is the defense thinking about? It's like, oh, do I keep them inbounds, make them use their timeouts? Do I go for a risky play and try to get this turnover and have the potential to miss and let off a big play? Like, there's so many things the defense is looking at. Is like they're kind of tight right now as far as like, I got to make sure I do my job right. So, another nail biter here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Who would have thought?
We're just getting started today. 2 more semifinals after this. The 6A semifinal between Lone Peak and Skyridge kicks off at 2:30, and then at 6 p.m. the 4A semifinal. Number 1 Ridgeline will take on Spanish Fork, the 4 seed in the 4A state playoffs. Here we go. Saddle up, 3:28 left. Lehi with a 7-point lead. Corner Canyon has a chance. 1st and 10 from their own 20. They go to Briggs. Lehi gets him down for a gain of about 5.
And here's the thing. They got all 3 timeouts. They can run the football and still not feel pressure. There's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. They go this no huddle tempo. They're still fine. They'll take a shot here soon.
Briggs again, a lot of room to run. Into the secondary, past the 40-yard line, down to the 42-yard line.
Lehi allowed Corner Canyon to leave their entire playbook open. Now they got 2 minutes and 45 seconds and 58 yards to go.
They go quick. Briggs again. Briggs to midfield. A gain of 8.
50 yards, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left.
No problem.
Not a problem. Not a problem. You just went 30 yards in less than a minute.
Lehi's going to have to tighten up. Corner Canyon again goes with the run. Briggs has a first down. That'll move the chains. He gets to the 47-yard line.
Let's see Coach Kerr. What does he want to do here? He can continue to run the ball. They just got a new set of downs, but I mean, honestly, I'd play action off of this. Yeah. Watch the shot here. Krishawn Lee at the bottom of your screen. Checking the play here. 10 seconds on the play clock.
Briggs again. Lehi was ready this time.
Yeah, they took a lot of time on that. They could have did that play a lot quicker than they did that. They took at least 35 seconds to make that play happen.
Coach Carroll take a timeout. 1:41 left.
Now they got a minute 40. They got to take a shot. They got to take a shot. Is Lehi going to be prepared for that? You got to have a ball hawk at that post safety position, being able to play both sides of the field wherever that quarterback is leaning to. The weaning minutes of the game. Is it weaning or waning?
Waning.
Waning.
The waning moments. Running out of time.
What are they gonna do? Well, they just used the first time out. So, it's second down and 9. They can do a few different things here. They do not have to take a shot at the end zone. They can run a couple guys up the field and bring somebody right underneath it.
They go Briggs to the right. Lehi wraps him up. Not much there. They take him down at the 45-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and long.
Well, 2-down territory, of course. So, again, here, don't feel like you have to pick the first down up here. Take what the defense will give you here. But they have not thrown a pass here. They haven't even thrown a pass. You got Kai Mason and Krishan Lee, and you haven't thrown a pass here. You gave it to Briggs the entire time as the clock keeps rolling here. The clock is rolling. They got to go.
Motion comes in. Evans, plenty of time over the middle. It's caught.
Timeout.
The catch is made.
Call timeout, Care.
At the 22-yard line.
You're going to stop the clock to reset it.
Clock stops as they move the chains.
Are they going to run the ball
again? And now it
again?
rolls. Clock is running.
Let's see what they do here.
They're just going to go. Evans up the middle. The quarterback keep.
Paul
down
Lotzi
to the 20.
Makes the play. Timeout. Yeah.
They've got the timeout and they take it.
But check this out. I got opportunity to get another first down. 40 seconds to get 20 yards. You know how many plays you can run in 40 seconds? I got 40 seconds and 1 timeout. Again, Coach Care's did a great job of clock management here. Get your guys an opportunity where you can do it to where Lehi does not have an opportunity after this. And here, let's just guesstimate. What type of guy is Coach Care? Is he going to go for a 2-point conversion, or is he going to go to tie the game up?
I can't wait to find out if it happens. That's going to be drama.
Right.
This last 39 seconds is going to get wild. Get ready. That is going to be a tough decision.
Yes. Because, again, they're not in a territory where a field goal is going to do it. They're going to have to go for a touchdown. So that means they got all 4 downs. They got to utilize all 4 downs here. So you could possibly see another draw play run. You could possibly see a screen pass, something you wouldn't traditionally see when the clocks are running down.
2nd and 8, Evans looking to the middle of the field. Thrown up, bobbled.
Is it intercepted? It's intercepted. Oh no, he dropped it.
It hit the turf.
Oh.
It hit the turf.
It was
Lehi
juggling
had a
in the air forever.
To end the ball game.
Look at this.
The officials are discussing it. Did he get it?
I don't know. Did he trap it?
Nope. Nope, they're bringing it back out to the 20. Incomplete. Lehi had a chance. It was tipped up in the air. Leoni Tassi, Ezekiel, was the one who tipped it up in the air. Carson Wren had a shot at it. Remember, Carson Wren recovered the fumble for the touchback.
In the end zone, yeah.
And he couldn't keep it off the turf. So Corner Canyon still has life with 31 seconds to play. 3rd and 8 from the 20.
Let the players play.
Corner Canyon still has 1 timeout.
3rd down here. Again, if they pick up the first down, they can call timeout and get a whole new set of downs. 30 seconds.
Evans takes the snap.
QB draw,
quarterback
great
draw.
play.
He's tackled short of the chains. Corner Canyon takes their last timeout. He's down at the 14-yard line.
Paul Lotzi's down. Oh, cramp. He needs some pickle juice. Great play call right here. I like this, honestly. If Evans would have went to the right side, I believe the right side was more open. He probably could have picked that first down up. But yeah, 25 seconds.
You got to get the first down to start with. Then you worry about the end zone after. But you've only got 25 seconds.
Unless it opens up. Lehi doesn't have timeouts if they get the ball back either way. So, yeah.
Tough decision here for Eric Kerr. What play do you go with here? Do you run it to get the first down and then get up and clock it?
Here's the thing.
Do you take your shot now?
I don't know, because the last time they tried to load up in their big boy formation, Lehi had amazing penetration to knock that out with the run play, right? And is that how you're going to end your season? And so what do you do here? It's just tough. The key here is Coach Kerr is coaching right now, right? Soon as the play's over, we pick up the first down, get back on the ball, right? We have to clock this thing so we can have 3 shots at the end zone. So Coach Kerr is coaching. He's got to reiterate to the players, soon as we get first down, get on the ball, clock it. Get on the ball, clock it. They'll reset it. They'll stop the clock really quickly to set the downs. But as soon as we get this first down, they got to get on the line of scrimmage. Honestly, I would do a formation to where my receivers don't move. We get the first down, they move up a yard to the first down marker, don't move, clock it, and then we're done.
They're still working on Paul Latu. He's fallen victim to a cramp. He's got to come off the field. That's a big deal, Sly.
Yes, it is.
You can make an argument he's your top defender, and he's going to have to sit this one out.
Well, yeah.
Here we go. Okay, the ball's on the 14-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 2. They've got to get to the 12. You see where the marker is.
This is bad. Biggest play of the game, and Paul Latu is not on the field.
The Chargers need 2 yards to stay alive. Evans is going to throw it. Look into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Corner Canyon! They went for it all, and they got it. Kai Meza. Onions!
Why not go for the end zone? Lehi doesn't have any timeouts either way, right?
Okay.
I know what kind of guy Coach Kerr is.
They're going to kick it.
He wants to go to overtime here. Watch the fake.
Okay, extra points. You can't take them for granted today. This is Davis Nelson for a tie. It's down, it's up. It's good. We have a tie ball game. 28-all with 19 seconds left. Here's another look at the touchdown. Bronson Evans with the throw of his life.
Legend was this close.
This is one heck of a throw by Bronson Evans.
It's an amazing throw. That window, oh my goodness.
Had to have it.
And that's great. Lehi was playing the outside. They were anticipating a route coming outside, and they both went in. Great communication there, and understanding of what's to come between the quarterback and the receiver. Oh my goodness. If that wasn't the play. Squib kick it here, run a couple more seconds off. Lehi does not have any timeouts. Oh my gosh. Incredible.
Wow. What a football game. Both teams have left it all out there. And 19 seconds left here. We'll see what Lehi can do, but it looks like we're headed to overtime.
And that injury to Paul Latu is going to be extremely interesting. Whew, it's been a tough game.
Davis Nelson will kick off. No return. That's into the end zone for the touchback. Will Lehi take a knee? Let's see what they do.
Hey. 3 potential points Lehi could have and should have had.
The missed extra points came out to bite them.
I mean,
special teams, Sly.
I think they're missed opportunity here, so they're going to take a knee, go here to overtime. I don't think would that count as biting them? I just think it's opportunity missed. This game could potentially be over.
This game would be over if they made at least one of those extra points.
Right.
3 extra points they did not get. 2 on kicks and 1 on the 2-point conversion.
Right.
That's it. The clock expires. We get overtime here in the 6A semifinals. Corner Canyon and Lehi tied at 28 after 48 minutes. So we'll take a 3-minute break here and we'll figure out what comes next. I can't wait for this. Both of these teams giving it all they had for 48 minutes, and they're going to have to dig deep and come up with something more. The captains will meet at midfield. We'll do another coin toss, and we'll get ready for overtime. Overtime rules in high school similar to college.
We haven't done an overtime in a while.
If I think about it, Sly, I think the last overtime you and I did was involving Lehi. Remember the 5A state championship 2 years ago when they beat Timpview?
Timpview, yep.
The walk-off in overtime.
How about that?
That's the last I remember you and I did. And that was right here on the turf of Rice-Eccles Stadium.
How about that?
That was Lehi and Timpview.
Spencer Fano.
In a classic. This time it's Lehi and Corner Canyon. The Chargers are the defending 6A state champions, but they've had to deal with a lot of adversity this year when it comes to injuries.
A lot.
Their starting quarterback, their starting running back, their 5-star wide receiver, all out for the season with injuries. They've had to call on underclassmen to step up, and they've done so. They got them here. They're the 1 seed in the 6A playoffs, facing the 4 seed Lehi. Corner Canyon's only loss this year was to Lone Peak, who you will see in the next game against Skyridge. Both of those teams standing in the corner of the stadium, waiting for the end of this. They're going to have to wait a little longer. All right, we have the captains at midfield.
See, I need to do a little bit more strategy and learning. I know there's statistical evidence out there, game flow, all this. Like, do you want the ball first? You know, it's different in college and the pros from the way that
most teams want the ball last.
Yeah.
They want to put their defense on the field first. It's almost like deferring in regular time, but
you also have
everyone has different philosophies on that.
Right, exactly. Right, you also have to think about second and third overtime as well, right? Because how you get it first affects those as well. So the type of opponent that you want, that you're going against, the type of offensive strategy you have in the red zone. There's so many things and variables to think about as far as the decision on what you want to do if you win the toss or not. Look at Coach Karen, Coach Larson. They want this. They're right there. This is so intense. If we didn't think that this matchup was going to end like this, I don't know what. Of course.
Lehigh won the toss. They choose to defend. Corner Canyon will get the ball in the south end zone. Here we go. Overtime football here on Game Night Live in the 6A state semifinals. Getting bonus time here.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't mind at all. I don't want this one to end. This has been terrific. This has been an outstanding high school football game. Well executed by both teams. I'm sure the coaches might disagree with me on that a bit, but I've enjoyed it. Both teams had their moments in that game that they'd love to have back, but that's football, and in the end, both teams have a chance here in overtime to win the game.
Sure.
Tied at 28. Here we go. Corner Canyon's offense comes out on the field. Lehigh will defend. Corner Canyon just scored the game-tying touchdown. Bronson Evans to Kai Meza. They'll start things off here in overtime from the 25. They're going to go to Briggs. Up the middle.
Briggs.
It's about 4 yards up to the 26-yard line. Or 21-yard line. I apologize. They'll mark it at the 21. 2nd and 6. The crowd going crazy throughout this, and now everyone's just quiet. You can feel the tension slide.
Yeah. Student sections.
A lot of nerves out there. Here we go. 2nd down and 6 from the 21. Evans throws. Lee could not catch it. He could not bring it in. It was there. He was open.
I wonder why he kind of stopped.
Yeah.
A little bit, right? If he would have ran through that. Yeah, I know he was trying to catch it with his hands, but like he just ran through that. I believe he would have had it. I'm not sure, but
missed opportunity there for Corner Canyon. 3rd and 6.
Because now you went first. Now you got to kick a field goal.
Lehigh showing blitz.
Oh, Latu's back out there.
Now they back up. Latu got some pickle juice. He's back in the game. Evans is going to keep. Evans is at the marker and more. He's got a 1st down to the 11-yard line. So the Chargers come up with the play they need. Did a great job, followed his blockers. Well executed by Evans. 1st and 10, Corner Canyon from the 11-yard line. Lehigh shows blitz. They beat the blitz into the end zone. Keith Cooper. Needham, he's got the touchdown.
That almost sounds like King Koopa. Right?
Super Mario Brothers.
little Mario. That was a great play. All runs right there. Which has been interesting, right? That last drive, too. They were just running the football.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't pass until pretty much the last 2 plays before they got in the end zone.
The extra point is good, and Corner Canyon takes a 7-point lead, 35-28. Now it's Lehigh's turn. They'll start there from the 25-yard line. They must match to stay alive.
What is the timeout situation in overtime?
That is a great question.
The board says Corner Canyon has 1 timeout and Lehigh doesn't. I don't understand how.
I don't know if they get 1 or 2.
Should at least get 1.
At the high school level, I need to do more research on that.
Well, Lehigh needs to get ready to go and make sure they don't have any mental errors with substitutions, false starts, and anything else.
They pitch it out to Eka. Tries to follow his blockers, but he doesn't get anything there. He's brought down for no gain.
Dead toss right there. Great defensive surge right there. Look at them set the edge.
Tate Patterson got there first.
Patterson did a great job of making Devon Eka pull up in the run and then coming back, tracing it back to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Got to go empty here. Watch the corner routes.
2nd and 10, New, plenty of time. Now he's going to escape the pocket. Looks back left, throws left, catch is made. Down inside the 15, he's right at the marker. That'll be a first down.
Count on your brother.
Brighton New with the catch.
Well, great job here by Jet New at extending the play here, right? Like keeping his eyes downfield. I think he had a couple people open depending on the time that he saw them. But great job as a tight end, retraces back to the open side, the middle of the field. That's just backyard football right there.
Yep.
Great job.
They've done that before.
One-on-one up top.
1st and 10, New, plenty of time. Over the middle, into the end zone, caught, touchdown Lehi. Guess who? Legend Glasgow for the 4th time today.
The legend continues. Another great throw. Hey, this isn't over, folks. They've missed some PATs in this game.
They've already missed 2. They had one that was a miss. They had one that was blocked. So hold on to your butt. Here we go. Got to have this to keep the game alive. It's no good! Corner Canyon wins!
No!
It's off the upright. The Chargers will get to defend their title.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Oh my.
Heartbreak for Lehi. Exhilaration for Corner Canyon. The Chargers found a way. Down 7. With 3.5 minutes left, they drive down and score, and then in overtime, the extra point hits the upright. It's no good. The Corner Canyon Chargers are headed to the 6A state championship game. A dramatic finish to an unbelievable high school football game.
Oh my gosh. We did say it wasn't over. Great football game. This is a great way to start off the semis. Oh my gosh. Great football teams, great storylines coming in here. You've said it, Coach Kerr. You could probably count on one hand how many losses he's had. Strategy all the way down to the end, from clock management to play calls to excellent quarterback play, right? The tight windows that both quarterbacks had to throw into, the decisions that they had to make, you know, the turnovers, the things that they had to overcome. You can't say enough about this football game today. Great job by Coach Larson's team, Coach Kerr's team. Comeback victory, up and down, switching leads. Tough football team. Everybody on this football team should be proud of themselves. This was incredible.
This will go down as one of those classics that we've done over the years. It's been many here, and this is, add this to the list. We're going to remember this one for a while. Great football game.
A lot of standouts in this game. We get for Lehi real quick before we get to Corner Canyon. You got to talk about legend Glasgow, the junior.
Oh my gosh.
Stepping up, 4 touchdowns.
What?
Jet New did everything he could as a senior leader of this team.
Right.
He put them in a position to win. But for Corner Canyon, you know, it wasn't pretty always. And, you know, Weston Briggs had a big game. But they just found a way as a team to dig deep and get this done. Bronson Evans, cool under pressure, and he had a lot of pressure. Let's go down to Mariluz Cook down on the field.
Guys, Bronson Evans, cool under pressure. Bronson, you said, let me collect myself for a moment here before we start this interview. How do you put into words how you're feeling after a game like that to take it to the state championship?
I mean, you can't put it into words. It's been a surreal experience with all of us. We've worked so hard for this as a team, and I know a lot of people on the Lehi team, and I love each and every one of them. They played their hearts out, but there's no words, seriously. Can't say enough about this game.
I think a theme for your team when we take a look at this season, we take a look at the injuries, we take a look at a game like today, adversity and overcoming it has been a theme. What can you say about how this game was a good example of that?
I mean, we've always had that next man up mentality of just next player, whoever's up next, just battling through adversity, battling through injuries. I'm so proud of the boys. They played their hearts out today, and especially our O-line. Man, we couldn't do it without them.
I don't think anybody exemplifies that next man up mentality better than you, Bronson. So when you take just a chance to think about what it means to be the guy to lead your team now to the state championship, an opportunity to defend that title, what does that mean to you?
It means everything. We've worked so hard for this, like I said, and sorry, I have to get emotional. But
congratulations to you and your team, and good luck in the state championship.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Back to you guys in the booth.
Mariluz, thank you. Congratulations to Bronson Evans and the Corner Canyon Chargers. Bronson Evans, Slies, one of the stories I love about why I love high school football is you're at Corner Canyon and a kid moves in. He takes a starting job. He's a 4-star kid that's going to Texas A&M, and you got to continue to work. You got to continue to believe in yourself, and you've got to be ready when you're called upon. They needed Bronson Evans to step up this year, and he's done it, and now he's led them to the state championship game.
Yeah, I mean, Bronson Evans has showcased that he's putting a lot of work over the years, you know, and just a junior as well. These experiences are going to lead to major things. I mean, performances like he performed today. I know he had an interception, but other than that interception, he played spectacular. He showed he can run with his legs, make great decisions, you know, with the football down in the football games and the tight moments and great competition. This was just a terrific football game by both teams and both quarterbacks, honestly, as we said. But Evans is just a terrific guy, and as you said, great story. Having to take your shots what it is. You never know when your opportunity is going to come up. But life is about windows of opportunity, and they often present themselves that sometimes that you're not expecting it. And Evans got his opportunity this year, and he's making the most of it.
Next man up, next game up for Corner Canyon will be the 6A state championship game next Thursday right here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. The winner of the next game will play Corner Canyon. That game is Lone Peak and Skyridge. That game kicks off in 37 minutes. We will have that game for you right here on Game Night Live. Until then, we're going to send it down to the KSL Sports Rewind guys. Can't wait to hear what they have to say about this classic. Corner Canyons moving on with an overtime win over Lehi.
Welcome in to Rice-Eccles Stadium for our second 6A semifinal of the day, a rematch from the regular season, Skyridge and Lone Peak. Thanks for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham, Jeff Hansen, and Coach Jim Freeland of the Riverton Silverwolves joining us here at the table. Coach, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Before we dive in, we just had an epic 6A semifinal in our morning game. We're going to spend just a couple minutes and going through that before we start talking through the Skyridge Lone Peak game, because this was a heck of a contest. Let's roll second half highlights in this one, as we're going to skip right to the fourth quarter. Lehi, it felt like, Moose, they were marching, trying to put this game away.
Yeah, they did a great job marching down the field, but they stopped running the ball and didn't eat up enough clock. They gave just enough life, just enough clock for Corner Canyon to drive down the field. Even though they had a great effort, there were plays where there was fumbles, there was all sorts of things where the ball pops out and Lehi has life, and it seemed like Corner Canyon did everything not to win that game and still grabbed victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, a missed field goal. You saw that fumble there, and then this is where Lehi really got going, Jeff.
Yeah, and really it was Legend Glasker, and you see him on a deep ball here that ends up setting up a touchdown. Legend Glasker, at least 3 touchdowns by my unofficial count. Once they got him going offensively, once Jet New found number 6, good things started to happen for that Lehi offense, and it was the Legend and Jet show. I mean, they really got Lehi back into this game.
For those who wondered, I mean, Jet New showed he may be one of the top quarterbacks in the state this year. Young man committed to Oklahoma State, had himself a fantastic ball game. There's, I don't want to say a controversial call there, but that penalty allowed Lehi an opportunity to get closer to the goal line, an opportunity for them to go up here on the touchdown.
Yeah, great play call on the little halfback pass. Just really, Ed Larson getting in his bag is what that is right there. That's an Ed Larson special. And who did he find? Number 6 on the other end.
Yeah, and then coming up with a big defensive stop here. And this is where it looked like, hey, 5.5 to go. Lehi getting the ball back in corner territory. I was kind of surprised corner went for it there. They did. They don't get it. And Lehi back on offense.
Yeah, corner's defense, they held strong and forced the field goal. Lehi did kick this field goal. They did make it. It's really difficult to kick in Rice-Eccles Stadium because, as we all know, field goal posts are 24.5 feet in high school, but in college, they're 18.5 feet, and that may come into play later in this game.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised why Moose would bring up such a random fact. Corner down, minutes to go. We talked about the ground game. It's been really their staple the back half of the year. They tried running, but this game was going to have to be won through the air, Jeff.
Yeah, you and I talked about it on this corner drive. We said it feels a little bit different without Isaac Wilson at quarterback. No, it doesn't. Bronson Evans, holy cow, what a game Evans had. Comes in for the injured Helaman Kasuga this year, and then this drive, everything comes up to this drive, and he finds this touchdown right here. Unbelievable ball, nearly gets tipped by the defender, but he ends up finding his guy in the back of the end zone to tie it up with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
On a 4th and 2. That's a 4th down play. You have to have it. Evans makes the throw, and then we end up going to overtime, and again, it is Corner Canyon striking first. Lehi's possession. How about this? Glasker again. He was just a monster today, and it all Moose comes down to
a kicker, of course, like every game should.
Off the upright, that close, and Corner Canyon gets the overtime win, 35-34, and the great career of Ed Larson coming up to an end here in the semifinal. What a game.
Yeah, absolute heartbreaker for the kicker. He's had a good year. Gavin Fenn's fought through injury. He has torn ligaments in his knee. He's trying his best, but it just wasn't enough tonight.
Yeah, really great game. I mean, just one of those instant classic type games. Lehi has 3 losses on the year by a combined 8 points.
Wow.
I mean, this is a team, and all 3 teams that they lost to are still here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. I mean, this is a Lehi team that was right there all year long. Yeah. They have absolutely nothing to hold their heads down about. This team fought all year long. Look, you're going to feel bad. You wish that you were playing next week. I've been impressed by Lehi at every turn. I was impressed by Lehi again today. Yeah. Really a great run. Ed Larson is a legend. Jet New, the end of Jet New's career as well. So really lots of pillars of high school football over the last couple of years that are moving on from that Lehi program this year.